Let's say good morning to Rich Voss, everybody.
What's going on?
Believe it or not, we love this guy. That's your intro today. Hey, Rich, where are you playing? Oh, wait, I might have it right here. I'm going to give you a nice plug, Rich. That's what I do. Comedy Zone, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. What, tomorrow? Today?
Tomorrow and Saturday.
Tomorrow and Saturday, the Comedy Zone in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. And then Uncle Vinny's, but that's next weekend, Point Pleasant, New Jersey. Let's pack this Comedy Zone out for Rich Voss, Harrisburg, yes. Pennsylvania.
The first shows are already almost sold out.
And Voss, you were really funny during the break. I mean, you got to save this material for the air.
Well, I've noticed that I've been going over like my last 10 times here, and if you had like Hall of Fame days, I think I would have made it.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun. I think it's a new studio. It's more intimate. It feels like more of a family here, not like a static.
You're so mistaken. We fucking hate this place.
Hey, Dad, can I have that money you owe me? Fuck you, son. You're right. This does feel like a family.
Wow.
Just like a family.
You know, I went for a...
Really? Our old home was a lot bigger and had a lot more bathrooms.
No, this is like a family, you're right. But, Dad, you promised. Fuck you. I didn't promise.
No, really, I want to leave the place I currently live in and go back to living like I did when I was in college. You're right, Rich. You're right.
I don't know.
Because that's kind of what happened to us.
Something about how you
I can't tell you how many people that are friends of the show and guests that saw the old place and the new place are like, what happened? I'm like, well, they told us it was going to be great.
Yeah, but
what can I tell you? What happened? You guys had that great facility. It was huge. You had the crowd, the bleachers.
What happened?
You could put a fan out in front of that window.
No, we're really not allowed to.
You can't have people?
No,
here?
not really. And we can't have the show on outside the studio. It's a whole, because, radio really needs to be corporate. Because, that's how you get good radio done.
Kevin from Connecticut says Voss sounds like old Spock in the new Star Trek.
What's up? Is he loose today?
No, I had him re-cemented yesterday.
Re-cemented?
Wait till you hear this one. Wait till you fucking hear this.
I fucking love Voss.
Who knew cum worked as cement?
Oh, Jesus. Last week I went for my last 3 implants where they drill through my gum into the bone and screw in the implant.
What implants? 2 teeth and a brain.
That's right. Well, stop. He's on fire.
I had high hopes for that one.
So they screwed the 3 implants in. But they drilled the hole through my gum before they screwed the implants in.
All right, hold on. I want to slow you down. Because I'm a wimp at the dentist for real. Like, when they're cleaning my teeth, I almost have to get fucking Novocaine. It's ridiculous. How much pain is that? And what do they do? Do they knock you right out?
No,
because you're not really allowed to have anything, right?
No, Novocaine.
They numb you, yeah.
They numb
but they shoot it into the roof of your mouth first.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Your head.
And you can feel, like, they're shooting right here into the roof. Right? You know what it's like getting shot in the mouth.
Fuck yeah.
Right?
Fuck yeah.
But the needle doesn't come through a hole in a wall, so they shoot it.
That was good. Over-explain it.
Yeah,
I know.
Rich.
I know. See how much that hurts?
What are you doing? Listen, you didn't need to punch that up. You were right there.
I know, I got greedy.
Perfect. You did get greedy, but go ahead.
Into the roof, and then they shoot into the gums and here, and you could feel it going in. So,
look at this. Why did Voss need anything? He's already a numbskull.
I'm changing my image in this fucking radio show.
In this environment? You're hilarious.
Well, I know, but I don't want people to think I'm as... You know what
people should realize that you're hilarious. But one thing I want to say, you ever have so much Novocaine you feel like it's going to stop your breathing and you're swallowing and you're going to choke to death?
The other day...
It's a creepy feeling.
The other day he said, you might have to breathe through your nose. And I go, well, I can't. Because my sinus, you
don't breathe through your nose?
No way.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I can. That's one of my biggest.
Blow out your nose right now.
What's that?
Blow out your nose. He's not kidding. He can't open his mouth. You can't. Like a bull.
Well, that's my biggest fear, that somebody breaks in my house and duct tapes my mouth.
Or walks up on stage and does the same thing. Come on.
That wasn't
Served
bad.
a little
that
more.
was good. Okay.
Oh, God, they're showing fucking
Okay, you see
video.
those implants? Right.
Oh, they just pulled your teeth out
so
of
you
your
think
head.
you know pain? So last week, He drilled through the gum into the bone.
Holy shit.
And then he took a metal rod and put it in a hole and was banging up my bone
Like a
with a
chisel?
hammer. Yeah.
Holy
So he can knock the bone
shit.
up to give more sinus passage or something, or put a bone graft in there. So he was knocking, the metal rod was up into my head,
Yeah.
and he was banging in there. You know,
Oh, my
and I could hear the banging in my head, and I thought it was. I can't believe I was getting hard when this was happening.
Why would you? That'd be painful.
Oh, literal Jim.
It was unbelievable. So, and then so all the major work is done, and Dr. Gottesman, who's doing the drilling,
All right, what?
Whatever. There's two dentists, Gottesman and Holtzman.
Kevorkian,
These
hopefully.
fucking guys are great, man.
Are you
and then
finally
they-
done? We've known you for, what, 10 years?
It's a year and a half.
Fucking
It's
teeth
almost a year and a
McGillicuddy.
half procedure, but once it heals, then they put in the real teeth.
Finally.
Yeah.
Now that you're
And I'll probably
Now
have
that
a
you're-
fucking heart attack the next day.
now that you're a senior citizen, you're finally going to have real teeth.
Yes,
That's good.
I'm telling you. Now,
putting metal studs in your mouth. I can't look at this video. I can't look at it.
Rich Voss at the dentist.
oh, it is kind of fucking
Wow.
gross, huh?
God damn,
Look
man.
at that.
It's Rich Voss at the dentist on YouTube if you want to check it out. It's that's fucking horrific.
You can't go to the doc. Like, I went and got a chest x-ray a couple weeks ago. Mm-hmm. All right. So the fucking person that takes the x-ray, just the clicker of the machine.
The X-ray
you know,
tech? What do you
yeah,
mean?
Yeah.
The clicker
Yeah,
of
the
After I'm done with
machine.
the I'm done with the fucking x-ray, she comes out and says, "Do you smoke?" No. Well, why the fuck don't ask me questions, because that's what my doctor's supposed to do.
You're just the X-ray machine clicker.
Now for 2 weeks, I was having such anxiety attacks. I'm going, well, why would she ask that unless she saw something?
Of course.
You know,
And
I mean,
I'm
it
with
was,
you, by the way.
You know, don't fucking.
I'm fucking with you. Shut
Your
your mouth.
fucking job is to take the picture and let my doctor do the talking. Shut your fucking mouth. But I couldn't. I was planning my will. Who am I going to give my golf clubs to? Everything. The tapes I'm going to make for my funeral. I was going to make a tape of stand up.
Oh, you're
you
gonna
know?
do that?
Yeah, but I
Why,
was
so
going to have
everyone
my-
else would want to kill themselves?
I mean, it came back negative, you know, but don't say anything if you're not the doctor. And you agree?
Rich,
I
I just said
concur.
hi. Will you shut up?
I concur.
Well, I got a lot on my fucking mind. I haven't been here in a while. It's been a couple fucking
Your Brett
weeks.
Favre stuff was pretty funny.
Oh, yeah.
We were talking about football because Rich asked me, he goes, you think the Jets have a shot? And it's a really good question because I told Rich that the Jets that started the season is a much different team than where they're at now. This Rex Ryan's got them motivated and believing that they could do this. And Sanchez kind of coming into his own. I'm going to say kind of. Still a rookie quarterback, still a little green. But the Jets have that great defense. But Peyton Manning is an animal. So I don't know what to tell you on that. I really do believe they have a shot. I mean, if they beat the Chargers at home like they did, they got a shot with the Colts.
What do you call it? See, I don't watch it. If you don't
You don't
gamble,
like football?
I don't.
If you don't
gamble,
gamble.
why watch it? What's the sense? You know,
I
every
don't know.
now and then I'll
Football.
check
For
in
fun?
I love.
for fun.
Well, I don't play cards for fun, but I'll watch football.
Okay, it's the same thing. Will you have a naked girl in your bed for fun and not touch her? What's the sense?
That's a dumb
That
analogy.
sucks.
Football is a pretty cool sport to watch, especially on TV.
I'd rather
It's the
watch
best
golf.
sport to watch on TV. Hockey's the best sport to watch live. My opinion. My dumb opinion. Baseball is whatever.
It's just a bunch of fans.
Well, that's what sports are.
How would you know what that looks like?
Yeah, yuck to the fans, right, Rich? Who needs them, right, Rich?
Filling seats and hitting
Right.
bonuses. Who needs that?
They're just fans.
Just fans.
You can't enjoy a sporting event
Golf.
because
I
you're
watch golf 'cause I never
because
gamble.
you're an ex-gambler.
Yeah, I mean,
What about
it's-
golf though? You
I
could get
watch
some.
golf.
You could get some action on the golf.
Yeah, I
games.
never really bet on golf. I mean, I watch it because I understand it and I like. I mean, I understand football obviously since I played in
When
school.
you play golf, you don't bet,
Wait,
couple of,
no.
You played in
couple bucks a
football in
hole.
school? They had some kind of midget league?
No,
While
I just wanted to say
in your
that.
high
See if
school?
anybody grabbed it.
You-
I didn't even go
play
to school.
football.
I raised my hand in English class. Go, can I go to the bathroom? And I never came back, which is quite obviously
Yeah.
obvious.
Quite obviously.
I walked out and I never came back. I just kept going. I sold drugs by the heater. That was my job. Was to sell pot by the heater.
There it is.
What? Oh.
That's the old Rich Moss.
No,
picture.
in high school, my hair was a big afro.
Yeah.
That was toned down.
What do you have on
Jerry
Brett
Curl.
Favre, though, for real? With his
No,
father?
because what gets me is like when people, like when his dad passed away, and the day of the funeral, he goes, "I'm going to play today." You know, that's what my dad would have wanted. You know, and he had the game of his life. He threw for like 600 yards, and who's going to tackle him? Like, get him? No, his dad just died. But people,
Right, you kind of got to give him the really good game.
Get him? No,
Especially if it's not the Super Bowl or a big playoff game.
So he fucking had the game of his life, and people didn't mind it. He played during his dad's funeral. He's probably making $1 million, $2 million a day, right? But the kid from Baskin Robbins can never say that. I'm going to work today. That's what Dad loved how I made banana splits. He was so proud of how I put the whipped cream on. You know what I mean?
So it depends on the job you have.
Well, it depends. Well, if somebody dies, do whatever you like. That's what I'm saying to the people. And when someone complains, go, that's what they would have wanted. That's your excuse. Like when Bonnie dies, she's going to want me to fuck everything that walks around. You know what I mean?
No, we don't explain it.
No.
Well, I
love when a joke bombs and someone goes, "You know what I mean?" Like, all kidding aside, guys.
Yeah. Well, this all started because somebody that was on Survivor died. What was her name? Former Survivor contestant Jennifer Lyon dies at age 37. And I asked, how did she die? Sam goes, breast cancer.
Oh.
So I told Rich, breast cancer gives you the opportunity to date young girls. Because you got to get over, the sadness one way or the other.
But that's something that
Oh,
I know.
God.
Jesus. And they're not going to get it. Isn't that something that if you check that they can take
it's
care of
horrible.
it? Can't they?
Yeah, breast cancer's,
If they detect it early.
As long as the women out there get their boobies squeezed, they should be okay.
Men get it, too.
Early detection.
No, you get it.
Who got it? Peter Chris?
I don't get it.
Bubba Smith, I think, got it. Peter
What?
Chris.
I
Yeah,
understand what you said.
The guy on Oz got it.
Which guy?
Which guy?
Well, during the show.
Oh.
O'Reilly.
Yeah, remember when you got breast
Did he?
cancer? Yeah, on Oz.
I don't remember.
He goes, you can't let the other inmates know because it'll show a sign of weakness.
Oh, yeah.
Breast cancer, by the way, is not a
touching
joke.
yourself.
at all,
Checking
matter.
for lumps.
I check for
You
lumps.
stop.
Checking
Don't
for
touch
lumps.
yourself.
Why?
Because it's getting me very excited.
Both of my nips are kind of popped up like, hey, who's there?
Are you?
Hoodly hoo.
What's my nipples?
Hoodly hoo. Anyway.
Whoa, my story stunk today.
Oh, it didn't.
No, that was pretty good. The rod in the tooth. It's true.
Well, it's very painful, and I can't watch that video. It's terrible. Watching your bloody fucking mouth with metal studs in it.
Tooth pain is a motherfucker, man.
Yeah, really.
It's
is.
right by the brain. It's like, hello. It's like you just keep elbowing your brain. Hello.
It's right by the brain.
It really is. The pain signal
must be why it hurts
gets there
so much.
lickety split. Any head pain's a bitch.
Oh, yeah.
I had. You ever have I had root canal once, and it got infected after it, and the pain was so bad. I was up crying at night and stuff, and then I went to the dentist, and he took a pliers, and he squeezed the pus.
He took a pliers.
And squeezed the pus out of my face, and you could feel the fucking pain. It was almost like anything painful.
Good one.
Can I say there's nothing better than watching a dumbbell grasp for words?
Do that on stage, man. You'll have plenty of fans.
And you could feel the fucking pain.
Pain was like
Anything
pain.
painful.
Anything painful.
Jesus, Rich. Let's get into this Brock Lesnar thing. Brock Lesnar is going to be fighting again, which is very exciting news for the UFC, right?
That's great.
And I think we got Brock Lesnar actually talking about this weird illness he had finally. Right, Sam? That doesn't need a setup.
No, he was on ESPN, and him and Dana White were on making their, return announcement.
Cool.
I was devastated just to back out on the fight, and then I decided to take a trip and get away up to Canada and do some hunting. So I got up there and still didn't feel right. And one night I woke up and I was in severe shock. I had 104 temperature and felt like I was shot in the guts. And so I went to the hospital in Canada, realized quickly that I had to get out of Canadian healthcare and get down to Bismarck into the United States, where at Med Center
Bismarck,
1,
North
and I
Dakota.
take my hat off to this doctor there. They diagnosed me with diverticulitis, and at the time, diverticulosis was at the severe case, and I had a rupture of one of my diverticuli, which means I had a hole in my stomach.
Yeah, he was a hurting guy, man.
Hole in his stomach.
Yeah.
How else are you going to take a fucking monster like that down? It's got to be something internal.
Did he get operated on? How do you close the hole in your stomach?
He explains that in the next clip.
Oh, okay.
They told him he was going to have surgery, but if he had surgery, he'd probably never been able to fight again because they would have to take his colon out.
Wow.
A piece of it.
This guy,
Holy shit.
By the way, this guy's a real American. He said, fuck Canada. Anyone else pick up on that? Sorry to all the Canadians listening today, but Brock Lesnar doesn't like your health system.
Exactly. The most in-shape man alive doesn't want to be treated by you people.
All right, let's listen to Brock Lesnar continue here.
And so the doctor there put me on antibiotics, put me on pain medication, and wanted for me to heal myself. Versus the other side of it was to go in, remove part of my colon, and wear a colostomy bag, and pretty much end my career.
That'll win you.
I had to take my hat off to the doctors there at Med Center 1 for saving my life and my career. He waited until the 8-hour mark, was prepared for surgery, and I started healing myself. I was in the hospital for 11 days, no food, no water, fed intravenously, lost 40 pounds. Got out of the hospital, went home.
And he could still kick any one of our asses.
I was just thinking that.
He could still kick anyone, fresh out of the hospital, still destroy us, I bet.
Jesus.
Oh. That colostomy bag would have made a great fucking defense in the ring, though.
Well, he would have had to move back to
cage.
wrestling if he's going to be using that, you know.
He would have been welcomed with open arms.
Of course.
Like, what's his name? Mr. Fuji? What was his name?
Instead of throwing
salt, he would throw his contents of his bag in the
your
opponent's
eyes.
face.
When we went home, I just didn't have, my answer was I have to have surgery, and I didn't want to. If I could beat the odds, I was going to do everything in my power to do that. And so I had another checkup after the first of the year. I went home, I went back in the gym, I got my weight back up, I put about 30 pounds back on, went back into the doctor January 5th, and a miracle. They were dumbfounded. They couldn't find any signs of any problem in my stomach. It's just a miracle to me.
Wow.
All right,
Good for him, man.
all right, what's going on?
It was a miracle.
He healed himself.
How do you get a hole in your stomach to begin with?
Steroids.
Whatever he had, he probably. I'm guessing he's just gotten probably a great immune system, and he's an athlete, man. A lot of times, athletes, you're in peak condition. I mean, your body works.
Get Dr. Steve on the phone, because
Oh, shit.
can you heal yourself when you have a hole in your stomach?
If you're Brock Lesnar, you can.
I'm a little confused, for real. I'm not just taking his word for this. Something seems a little maybe it was misdiagnosed to begin with. Maybe it was like an ulcer or
Maybe he
something.
swallowed that stuff you put in your radiator when it leaks.
Or you should have said fix a flat.
You're rad. You know that?
Fix a flat.
Wow.
Yeah,
You're rad, bro.
He changed his diet and ate, exactly what he was supposed to.
No more thumbtacks?
Why?
And what the whole says, oh wow, this food's good. So I'm going to close this hole.
It healed itself.
Why would they have had to take out part of his colon to fix the hole in his stomach?
This is all doctor questions. I'm not a doctor.
Yeah, everybody's looking at
Roberts.
him asking.
All right, let's get the third clip on, and then
I'm going to call bitch-ass Dr. Steve. Can you call Dr. Steve?
yeah, we're working on that right now, and we got
bitch-ass
other
Dr.
people calling
Steve.
in that might be doctors to explain further, because I don't know. I need more of an explanation here.
You want to be clear. You are still the UFC heavyweight champion. So Dana.
Yeah, let's be clear with that. I still am the UFC heavyweight
exactly, and I
champion.
want to leave it to Dana. Dana, he is still the champion, so the title defense will be his. When will we see Brock Lesnar back in the ring doing just that in the octagon?
Well, because he's been out so long and we were so unsure on what was going to happen, we have a fight in Newark, New Jersey on March 27th, and undefeated Shane Carwin is going to fight the former heavyweight champion Frank Mir. The winner of that fight will be the interim champion and will face Brock Lesnar, this summer.
This summer.
So he's back.
Yeah, he needs time to heal. Still, I'm sure.
Well, Frank Mir wants no fucking part of fighting Brock Lesnar again.
Just lose for a third time.
Dude, well, he only lost...
Oh, that's right.
he's 1-1 with him. I wonder, as much as I love Fedor, and I think that he's an amazing...
Fedor, we forgot about him already.
I wonder if
Right?
if his people were scared of Brock.
Yeah.
I really do. I mean, again, there's a whole money-making thing, too. Like, they make a shitload, probably more money there than they would with UFC because they get a bigger
about
cut.
Fedor?
Well, he hasn't fought. He fought once. He
No,
booked
I
this guy,
understand that,
Brett
but-
Rogers. It was a great fight.
Yeah, but then he just went away.
He's fighting soon, I think.
He fought on free TV.
And why don't we have Dana White on anymore?
He was going to come in, but he had to...
Too big.
No, Dana was big. Oh.
I want Dana on the phone today. He could explain this further for us.
I stopped myself.
Answer me.
I stopped myself.
I know you did, but it was funny to hear you start.
This guy has the same disease that Brock has. Let's go to Tony.
What?
Tony.
Hey, man, what's going on, guys?
Hey, yeah.
Hey, how you doing over there? No, I got the same disease he's got. I've had Crohn's disease, and yeah, it's possible to heal yourself from the inside out.
But did he have Crohn's?
Yeah, I have Crohn's. It's the same thing. It's the same animal.
Okay.
But I'm confused because they're saying they would have to remove his colon. He said, fuck that. And then next thing you know, he heals himself. There's a big gap there.
Well, what it is that they tell you, the doctor will go in, when you go in and see the doctor, he says, okay, no more eating this and that and the other thing. You actually have to adhere to a strict regimen, just like being on a diet.
Yeah.
Like, the difference is that you can't eat, like, whole wheat bread or roughage and stuff like that. You work around it. You can't heal yourself if you stick to the diet and they put you on the meds. Like, I'm on the med now that I only take once a month. Before that, at my worst point, I was taking 36 pills a day.
What can't you eat besides bread or anything with little things in it?
Can we slow down again, Tony? I hear what you're saying, but Brock Lesnar probably eats pretty well to begin with.
Oh, hell yeah. He eats a hell of a lot better than any of us.
Right, so now you're telling me he had to eat better than how he was eating?
Well, no.
He probably ate perfect.
Diet, they told him.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what it is. Like, I'm not allowed, like, I can't eat vegetables. I mean, the only way I can eat a vegetable is it has to be boiled down to nothing where there's no nutrients in it. And at that point, what the hell is the point
You
of
know what?
eating it?
Fuck vegetables. Who needs them?
Oh, come on, man. It's not their fault.
But, I mean, it's like, even if you go out to eat, you got to be careful. It's not like you can just go to Mickey D's and grab a burger or nothing.
Mickey D's. Shut up. Mickey D's.
Are you wearing Capezios?
Well, you know what I mean. Sorry.
Damn that.
But Anthony, what made me laugh was Anthony's just complete and real disgust over nothing. It was like, you'd think the guy said that all pregnant women should be fucking thrown down the steps.
All right.
But it was Mickey D's, and just the way Anthony looked up, like, what a piece of shit this guy is.
Mickey D's.
Dr. Steve's on the line, and he had to research this before he called our show.
Oh,
so
okay.
this should work out. Dr. Steve. Jesus.
Dr. Steve.
Did you do what we could do and just Google this shit?
No, I needed to get in. I was on my cell phone, and I need to get to a landline.
Oh, okay.
My cell phone.
All right, good. All right, what do you got on this, Dr. Steve? Now, Brock Lesnar, I don't know if you were listening, basically said he had a hole in his stomach. He had...
Diverticulitis?
Diverticulitis.
Yeah. The worst form of that, though.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So then he had a hole in his stomach. And the doctor suggested that he gets operated on, has his colon removed, which would end his fighting career, obviously, and would make his life a living hell. He said, fuck that, and he healed himself. Is this possible?
Yeah, well, let's talk a little bit about what diverticulitis is first. It wasn't in his stomach, it was in his large intestine. And
it goes from drinking Dr. Steve's wine.
Well, the lining of the colon is like you remember in the old days when we had our bicycle tires and they had an inner tube in them?
Yes.
And if the outer hard, sort of hard rubbery layer split, the inner elastic layer would sort of balloon out.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, the intestine is like that. It's got a sort of fibrous outer layer and then an elastic inner layer, and when that fibrous outer layer splits, you can get this ballooning out, and you make these little pockets, and those are called diverticuli. And all those diverticuli, it comes from our terrible American diet where we don't eat enough fiber and stuff, and so these huge pressures in the colon force these balloons out, and so you can get an intestine that's sort of pocketed with all these little balloons. Well, if you get something caught in one of those that won't flush itself out, it can just sit there and fester, and it gets infected.
Oh, my God.
Are these things that can be seen during a colonoscopy?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Absolutely.
And Steve, what gets caught like that? Is that why he can't eat multigrain bread? Those little things.
Yep.
Probably stuff that is hard to digest to begin with, right?
Right.
Seeds.
Typical diverticulitis diet is no seeds, no nuts. Now there are
Ball bearings.
there are GI guys now that say that's horse shit, that you can still eat the seeds and nuts. You just need to increase the fiber in your diet. But that's the traditional thing, is that you get a seed or a nut that just won't digest and it just lays there, and then obviously bacteria just sort of wall around it and then cause.
Rich, why don't you go take a break? This is driving.
Fucking.
Yeah, Rich gets nervous.
But wait,
Because now Rich thinks he has this.
What prevents this from happening?
Don't eat seeds or nuts.
No, but what else? I eat a lot of nuts.
Well, they usually just bounce in your
What's
chin.
happening is high fiber diet. We need to eat what we were designed to eat, which is, high fiber stuff. And if you can't do it in this with a fast food diet, then you need to supplement your diet with fiber, like inulin, which is in that fiber choice, or my favorite is Citracel. It's methylcellulose. It's the stuff they made slime out of in Ghostbusters 2.
Citracel, okay.
And but it's methylcellulose. It doesn't cause bloating, and it doesn't. It's not digested by the bacteria in your stomach, and so it just goes straight through. And it's awesome fiber supplement.
So what else has fiber? What foods have it? I don't know if I eat it enough.
Well, fresh fruits and vegetables, dude.
I eat a lot of vegetables and a lot of fruits.
No, you don't.
Opie, they call me the fruit and veggie kid in my building.
Steve, but you're missing one thing. He said that he had a hole in his stomach.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm sure his concept of anatomy is not
a little off. So you're saying he didn't have a hole in his stomach?
No, I'm. If he had diverticulitis, he had a hole in his intestine. And
he said his stomach, though, didn't he?
He said
okay,
his
just
stomach.
making sure. All right.
Okay, and he had an abscess, from what I understand, and they had to actually drain it at one point, and that's why normally when that happens, when you get a big collection of pus and it has to be drained, that it's just not going to heal, and that's why they told him he needed surgery. And apparently he's just one of the lucky guys that was able to heal it without surgery. Now
woozy.
he's prone to have this happen again. That's the problem.
Wow. Yeah.
But isn't this something that you don't know it's coming on you until it's there?
Right. Yeah, unless you've had a colonoscopy or
endoscopy?
a contrast study. The other thing that diverticuli will do is, since they're real thin-walled, they'll bleed, and so some people will have bright red blood coming out.
Oh, God.
What's something you can do?
I'm all nauseous.
We're all like paranoid here.
I'm getting all woozy. Oh, my God.
What is something you can do? Is there a company or something where you can go in and from head to toe get scanned and get like all the blood work and just get pretty much tested?
Dr. McCoy, he'll fucking run a salt shaker over you.
Insurance wouldn't cover it, but I mean,
Right.
what?
Actually, there are these things. They're called quote-unquote executive physicals.
Okay.
And
Executive Jerry.
And you can go and pay money and have all this done. Now, let me warn you that there are certain screening tests that don't make sense to do on everybody, and your chance of having a false positive is higher the more tests that you do.
Yeah.
So that's why we don't recommend that for everybody. If you're 50, you need a colonoscopy. If you had somebody in your family that had colon cancer, you need to get your colonoscopy done 10 years before they had theirs. So like if somebody in your family, a first-degree relative, had colon cancer at 45, you need to get your colonoscopy at 35. Other than that, you probably don't need one.
I have a
They're
question.
just married into the family.
How about are those colon cleaners that they advertise? Are those
Tongues?
You know that
Cocks with a fucking with a rag taped to them.
You know what I mean? That supposedly clean out the walls of your colon, all that.
Yeah.
Are those bull?
Kinda. I mean, they do work as a laxative, and so they'll clean out your colon. The issue is there 10 pounds of fecal matter impacted on the walls of the colon? And anybody that's ever done a colonoscopy knows that that's not true, because you just take the prep, you go in and you shove this tube up there and you look around and there's nothing there. It's just beautiful pink, intestinal
Asshole. Beautiful pink
Hey,
ass.
Dr. Steve, I gotta ask you something. Did Brock Lesnar's shit smell just horrendous?
Oh, it had to.
With that festering fucking pus and...
oh
It
God,
probably didn't smell good in the first place.
How bad
and
did
then
his duty smell?
gallon of pus to it.
How
You
bad
know
did it
it's on.
smell? Come on, let's get into this. How bad could a duty smell?
Oh, it can be one of the...
We've all had that horrendous fucking
I
shit. where
always
you're like,
have them.
You're so embarrassed and you're by yourself, but how bad could it really get?
Yeah, but infection can. That's the infected pus is one of the worst smells that there is.
I got to get E-Rock to. How do we get E-Rock to smell it?
You smelled Voss's ear back when he had the cyst, right?
Yeah, that's pretty bad. We all took a sniff of that over the years.
That is kind of what. Multiply that times 100, and that's what.
How do we get this done?
Abscess smell is like.
Well, I had the cyst in one ear.
Right.
No, the other ear.
Voss has always had. Oh, sorry.
I just was trying to make a point and poked.
I accidentally
Voss in the
poked Rich's penis. Voss has always had that. You still have some today? Don't do it now.
No, probably not. I don't know. Maybe if
I thought you had that removed.
I had one side removed. I might have had both. No, I had one side removed, and I haven't gone to get the other sac taken out yet.
Okay.
Amy's AIDS.
I got so much.
Amy's aid.
She's
Amy Fisher. It says Amy's
a little
aid.
coverage, a little press coverage.
Yes,
there.
she should. She's doing a good thing.
What
she
a
really?
gal. She's taking her
I
clothes off.
had stomach problems, and they had me on methoscopoline or something. Do you know what that is?
Metoclopramide?
No, methoscope.
Every word every time he tries to pronounce it, it's going to go up on the wall.
Voss, try it again.
This is a harder. Methoscopoline.
Methoscope.
I'm off it, but I guess it was
was that for your bad breath?
That was for my
Neurotic
stomach.
gums?
That was for a while there. It felt like I had hunger pains for forever.
Gotta explain.
And the only thing that worked on my stomach was like to eat something.
Steve from Bayshore says Voss was on Stupitol. Stupitol.
141.
Mescopolamine.
Yes.
Mescopolamine.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's what they call an anticholinergic drug. It stops spasms of the stomach and bowel.
How long does a colonoscopy take? You have to be knocked out for it, right?
No, you don't have to be knocked out for it. I did my last one without anesthesia at all.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Talking to the doctor and
you're
chuckling.
a weirdo.
Yeah.
Chuckling.
Hence weird medicine. You're a weirdo.
You probably did it on yourself in the car.
The thing is that the anesthesia messes me up for a couple of days, and so I did it without anesthesia.
Oh, and your shitty wine does it?
I just pulled up my drawers and went back to work.
How long did it take to do?
15 minutes.
15 minutes with a tube snaking through your intestines?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and it was bad because, I was awake and the guy got to the last curve of the intestine.
Oh.
It takes a couple of right turns and he couldn't get it to advance. And so he said, well, this is going to hurt. And he took that tube and just started shoving, foot after foot.
Oh, my God.
I could feel it coiling around in my colon until it finally gave way and finished the journey. It was really bad.
How many feet can your anus take?
That tube is about 4 feet.
Wow. Hey, congratulations.
Were you scared that you were going to have an orgasm?
4 feet. Jesus.
In your ass.
Thank you, my friend.
So I want to get one of those.
You never had a colonoscopy?
I'm 41.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rich, you're a lot older than us. You forget sometimes.
Yeah.
Unless you have a specific colon problem, Jim, you don't need one yet.
I just want to do it because, I might as well. I want to get an executive physical. I'll go in my suit.
Well, email me later. I'll get you a place that does it.
I want to bring my briefcase and be a real gentleman, wear my fedora.
Yeah.
It's a way to take the same joke and try to do it twice, which never works.
Dr. Steve, take us to break. We got Rich Voss in here. He's playing Comedy Zone tomorrow and Saturday at Comedy Zone in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Take us to break.
Oh, wait, before
and I'm not going to hang up on you.
I have
No, that's okay. I wanted to ask Rich something real quick.
All righty.
What's even better is I didn't go what? No, he didn't get me because I didn't go what?
You got me, I said, you fuck. It's not always about you.
not about you, Richard.
Never about
Oh, that was a good throw.
And there's a guy there.
It hurt you?
No.
There's a guy there asking
bottle cap
on the feedback about my D.C. show, my Virginia show at the State Theater is sold out tomorrow.
Wait, where, Jimmy?
I'm trying to look.
Where?
And find
Third one
that.
down.
Third one
Third
down.
one
Second
down.
show goes on sale tomorrow.
Wait, third one down for real? Says Jimmy sucks Jay Leno's cock. Well, wait, are you sure it was the third one down?
No.
Did it say
He's
that?
talking about phone calls.
Say that.
From JL in L.A.
Third one down, really? All right.
Yeah, because people are asking about my State Theater show. It's
You got a
sold out
second
very
show.
quickly. It's a late show that night. I don't remember the date.
When is that?
God damn it, I'm so stupid.
All right, after the break, you'll have it all figured out.
Oh, I got it. Here I go.
You got it?
It's March 6th. The 8 p.m. is sold out. The 10:30 goes on sale tomorrow at thestatetheater.com. Theater is R-E, like the British. Just spell it right.
Yeah.
I'm very popular in Virginia.
All right.
Remarkably, embarrassingly so.
Go be back. Rich Voss in studio, doing a good job. Comedy Zone Harrisburg tomorrow and Saturday night. What's up with this Saudi teen with a cell phone in school?
She's getting what she deserves. Those Saudis know how to dish out the justice.
Meting out punishment.
That's right. Girl had a cell phone in school. She got what she deserved.
Attaboy.
What'd they do, suspend her?
They just took her phone away, that's all.
Took her phone away
and called her mommy, and that was it.
Called the family, and she's suspended.
Oh, yeah.
Anything else?
Oh, yeah, and they gave her 90 lashes and 2 months in prison.
How old is she? How old is she?
She's 13.
13.
And we're
fucking animals.
And you know what? I try to have an open mind, and we're supposed to get along with the rest of the world, really. Really? We can relate to this?
But it's amazing that we
Holy shit.
infringe our will on some countries, what they can do and what they can't do. And yet the Saudis, they are just fucking
whatever they want.
savages.
She's actually
and
happy.
we suck their dicks.
She gets to keep her clit, which is a plus.
What gets me is a 13-year-old has a cell phone. How young do they get them?
Oh, jeez.
That wasn't bad.
Why?
It wasn't bad compared to what?
What are you talking about, Rich?
Yeah, how would
A 13-year-old has a cell phone. That was a joke, not that she's getting her.
What's a joke from what? 1990?
What's the joke about that, though?
Like every kid has a cell phone.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. I'm old-fashioned.
My 11-year-old nephew has a cell phone, and he got one late.
My 6-year-old
My
girlfriend
sister-
has one.
My sister finally gave in, but, they're getting them at 9, 8. I see little fuckers walking around Manhattan with cell phones.
All right, it didn't fucking
little.
work. Don't dissect every fucking thing that doesn't work. Then we'd be here all day.
True.
Jaster's got a little more info on the story over here, saying, "Wow, this is harsh. I could see the lashings and everything. They forced her to get AT&T. Wow."
It's funny, they couldn't identify it as a phone first because she had AT&T, and they're like, "It's make no call."
Almost.
They thought
Jamaican.
it was a camera. No, we Arab. I am Saudi Jimmy.
Saudi Jimmy.
Give me the oil, and I'll give it to you for a barrel of something.
And they're going to flog her in front of her classmates. So some of the classmates are going to have boners, and then that's going to cause a new problem. I don't think you're allowed to have a boner in class.
Yeah, not unless you're looking at a young boy over there. Bunch of fucking closeted homos.
We're going to give the girl a flogging.
Work on it.
Everybody line up for flogging. It's happening soon.
That's Caribbean, Jimmy.
No, it's not.
No, there's
not
a difference.
Saudi Jimmy.
No, there's a difference. You can hear it. Oh, yeah, you can hear it.
Saudi Jimmy does this. They're going to flog her.
All right.
What, Rich?
Did you see the Hurt Locker?
Haven't seen that yet. I want to see it.
I hear the movie's amazing.
It was very good.
Yeah, I hear it's amazing.
You can't get any more realistic.
Yeah, it was great.
But,
yeah, you can. You can go over there.
I was going to say without going over there, how we just go into other countries, and I'm far from a bleeding heart, but can you imagine if a country just came over here to tell us how to run our shit?
They could have their asses kicked.
I mean, that's the difference.
They'd get a kick in the fanny.
Look, if we were pulling hijinks and shenanigans, then perhaps.
We are corporately throughout the world.
All right,
corporately.
Well, man. All right, Rich Voss.
We fucking rape fucking third world countries of the resources.
All right.
Okay. We go in, we take over. We
fucking.
You think I'm like that, but it's fucking bare fact that we go in and fucking rape them, we give them loans they can't pay back, and we fucking take over.
We are. Look at our fucking fucking Black Hawk helicopters landing in Haiti and giving more aid than anyone on the planet.
Oh, really?
Shut up.
So was Israel. Do people talk about Israel going into Haiti and fucking with it? No one, huh? I'm just saying everybody went to fucking Haiti.
Back to you being a Jew.
No, everybody went to fucking Haiti. Even fucking even Arabs went there to help them.
We fucking are the ones that do all the work. We're in there now as the fucking de facto government. So the savages aren't cutting each other apart with fucking machetes.
Listen, just because we do something good doesn't give us the right to do something fucked up too, does it?
Sometimes we got to do fucked up shit to keep people from fucking shit up. That's how this world works.
Listen,
If it's in our
listen,
best interest, we'll do it.
Please, it has nothing to do with policy anymore. It's all
Oh, and-
fucking corporations.
So
it's all
talk about
fucking
Israel.
money.
Talk about
That's
Israel
not
and
the
what they
best
do
Israel.
for their self-interest.
They're not going in.
They
What?
fucking keep moving their borders a little wider, and taking
it's
away
right.
Palestinian fucking
and they also
land.
and how much land did they give back after they were trying?
They didn't have any before
really?
fucking 47. So what the
They've
fuck?
been there for 2,000 fucking years.
Oh,
It just
bullshit,
wasn't
like
confirmed as a
nomads,
state.
just like everyone else, walking around with no borders.
Okay, so what
Shut
gives
in.
us the right to say that we're fucking Americans? Because we said we were. We were here.
Shit,
They were
that's
there.
how shit works in the globe. Some people have,
and that's how it
some
worked in
don't,
Israel.
And some people
and that's how it worked in Israel. They were there and they said,
that's
"This
how
is
we
our
are.
land."
We do shit too like that.
But we go
so
into-
unless you're ready to fucking shit on your motherland over there.
No,
then
I'm not
leave
just-
America alone. Why don't you go over there, plant a tree, you Jew?
I planted one.
Did
one.
ya?
3 in my kids' names. I have 3 trees. The only ones in that fucking desert are my kids' trees.
Really?
In fucking Israel,
A
yes.
Palestinian cuts it down.
Good. And they weren't even Palestinians before the 6 Day War. They were Jordanians,
But Rich,
okay?
why-
All of a sudden, it's a new thing.
Oh, there wasn't
all right?
anything called Palestine before
Please.
then?
They
There
were-
was nothing
there was-
called Palestine?
No.
I think there was a Palestine before there was an Israel.
Before there was a Bible.
Yeah.
First of all, Jews took that land just like we took this fucking land, okay?
No, they were kind of given that. Jews were kind of given Israel.
No, but they were there forever. They were giving after they were
World War
chased out
II.
of every country in fucking Europe after they made everybody
Should have
rich.
been troublemakers.
Oh, really? They were troublemakers, making everybody fucking rich throughout the world. Oh, let's use them as accountants, lawyers, and doctors. Wait, we're done with them. Get out. And they take their shit. All right. So don't say they were fucking. They were. What did you say?
I didn't say anything.
I don't know. I forget.
I'm just
What
trying to get you
saying
angry.
is-
I don't believe in anything I say on the show.
It's just it's
Just
But why,
microphone.
dude, why even defending Israel? Like, they do the same shit that we do. They have been really dirty with the Palestinians.
Yes.
But I agree with you. So
But no one's
I agree with
blowing
what
up our
you're-
buses either.
I agree with what you're saying about America. I think you're
Was it?
right.
No
I
one's
think that we're
blowing
very
up our
selective.
buses.
I've had enough of it. We shouldn't send a fucking military to Haiti. We should donate money
you
and then
go.
let them do what the fuck they want to do. Mind our business.
the whole
Everywhere.
World. Well, the whole world is helping in disaster.
Yeah, but
and
we
they
have
do
to
it.
be
Help,
We
yes.
have to be the big guys that go in there and set up, like I said.
No, that's only the
de facto
propaganda here.
government.
How do we know how much fucking England's doing? That's our American propaganda saying we're the big guys over there covering.
We are.
How do you know fucking England doesn't have rescue troops?
Because France said that we're occupying Haiti because we're sending
Yeah,
our
we
military.
sent military there. We sent all kinds of supplies and
Yeah,
financial aid more so than any other country.
Yeah.
It's all. They pretty much
but
know.
it's
They say
all
they go. We are donating such and such amount of money, and we have said we donating more money than anybody else. That's what we do. So when we go around like that, we're fucking great guys, and we still get shit on, by the way. And then when we go around the world and try to sweep up some shit. Guys like Rich Voss got to chime in that it's all about corporations, man.
No, I'm not saying we're trying to clean up shit. I'm not saying we're trying to go in and liberalize people. Liberalize them. I said liberalize.
Hit the fucking wall with that one.
You all want it to be like Liberace? You want a nation of Liberaces.
Sam, please pencil in liberize.
We want
underneath
people to
fucking-
learn how to play piano throughout the world.
Yes.
Okay. When we go
Liberize.
into liberal.
Wow.
Liberate. When we go into liberate other countries, it's not the same as going in and
Shut up. There's no way to make
Love
a
it.
point after liberize.
God, I love it.
Okay.
So-
I'm not saying.
So what
I
is
hate
America
you.
doing wrong there, Rich?
Yeah, what are we doing?
What are we doing wrong?
That's all corporate.
Give Rich the fucking. Give him the
I
stage.
think
for a minute.
I think
What is America doing wrong?
What I think, and just part of what I think.
I
'cause
have
I'm
a
not
problem with that right there.
Everybody's all bent on Democrat, Republican, this and that, and it's all bullshit because they're just speakers for bigger and much bigger money behind them. That's all. They're just
Yeah.
spokesmen.
All right.
Okay.
I can agree with that.
So
at some point.
basically, it doesn't matter what the fuck they say or who you vote for because the
Really?
decisions are a lot bigger.
What about what happened in Massachusetts?
Well,
That pretty
okay,
much
so
shut
this person is now in the Senate, a Republican. Big deal.
Big deal? How about
Way.
it shut down the
With the healthcare bill?
The healthcare bill that's proposed right now, where they are now going to have to revamp this whole fucking thing from one guy getting in there.
They would have had to revamp it in hand because the whole bill.
Didn't matter. No, they wouldn't.
It's bigger.
They get the majority, the super majority. The president signed it. It's
all I'm
over,
saying is I
John.
watched a movie the other night
All
that
right.
explained all this.
What,
Hurt Locker?
No, it's on YouTube. It's
Precious?
Precious.
What did Precious tell you about the world economy? I need to know.
You knew Voss watched something online.
Oh, I know.
No, it was a good movie.
Look, we're all guilty of doing it.
Zeitgeist or Zeit something.
Oh, one of those propaganda things.
Oh, no, you fucking idiot. Don't. I should have known. I should have known the way he was spouting off.
Zeitgeist.
That he
Yeah.
watched one
Did
of
you
those-
watch it? No. Why? It was good. It was free.
Well, that should tell you something.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Zeitgeist.
Rick.
Is that what it
Watch
was?
that fucking propaganda.
We've all done it, though. You watch CNN for a half hour, think you know everything.
I
You
mean,
the
that's
same
kind
shit.
of. I had some valid points. What I'm saying
Yes,
is,
you're right. They do. I'm sure they do.
and I had some valid points. I just wanted to
You
say.
didn't until you said liberalize. You
I meant to
removed
say
any
liberate.
liberalize.
Sometimes I get caught up and I get too
Stupid.
You know, over dumb. You know, I just get too crazy. And
Yeah.
fucking Israel won the fucking land in Egypt during the 6-Day War and gave it back. Have we ever given back land? They gave back land that they took in Egypt. So for the peace treaty to be signed, and Carter put together this fucking thing. Okay, we'll fucking supply Israel with what do you call it, with weapons and
Yeah.
whatever, if you give back the land. No country gives back land after they take it in war.
Really?
Yeah. Name some.
Name some. Kuwait.
Really?
Iraq
What
gave
gives-
it back.
We
Look at
forced
Ger- look
Iraq
at-
to give it
look
back.
at
They didn't give
German-
it back.
Look at Germany when they
But they were
lost the war.
forced. Who gives it back out of goodwill? They're all forced to give it back. Israel gave it back out of goodwill.
We own-
to sign the peace
I think
treaty.
we own Montreal for a while.
We gave back fucking Japan. They were a conquered nation. And we actually,
no,
you're right.
instead of divvying it up and making it USA fucking West, we decided.
Oh, we gave
hey,
back the fucking leveled land that we fucking bombed?
Yeah,
really?
good.
We don't want this. You clean it up.
We could have made a great.
We kinda
fucking
helped them
place
clean
out
it
of
up.
Look, they did
Yeah,
it.
he
We did
Anthony's
make a
right.
great
What?
place out of it.
Anthony's right, man. We did give Japan back.
The Marshall
we didn't
Plan.
take it.
We
We
didn't-
didn't rebuild after
wait,
we,
wait,
after
hold
we
on.
win wars. We rebuild everybody's fucking shit back.
We didn't go into fucking Japan and take over. We dropped bombs on them. Okay,
It
we
was
didn't go
called
in.
an unconditional surrender. We won the fucking war.
Yeah,
What
but
do you
we
think
didn't
happened
go in-
Germany between the Soviets and the Allies.
Well, I'm just going to stop here because you're a little more smarter on this. All I'm saying is
they divvied up they divvied up Germany into East and West Germany.
who?
Oh my god! Oh my
The Koreans.
the Koreans.
Oh, my God.
Israel gave back land. No country does it.
Yeah, they
Like
did.
The U.S. did it. Rich was right. Anthony's
No,
right.
we didn't
It
go in
wasn't-
and take the land.
We didn't
go
have
in.
to go in. We had
were in a-
however you get it, you get it.
You were in a war.
Yeah, it's a
You were-
war. We
you were-
won.
You were in a war. You weren't in a war to take their fucking land. You were defending. Israel was defending itself.
Play me in golf.
Play
Come on, play me in golf. Tough guy.
Kick my ass.
Let's say hi to Alan in North Carolina. Alan,
What's up, boys?
hey,
Hi,
man.
Alan.
Hey, Rich. United States has given back land. It's now called the Indian Reservation.
I thought of that too, but we were like,
Really? Yeah,
it's still U.S. property.
Hold on. Someone else has one. Dave in Tennessee. Dave.
Hey, what's up, boys? Hey, we won the Philippines during the Spanish-American War. We gave the whole country back.
Yeah. Wow. We gave the fucking Panama Canal back.
I missed that fucking week of school, the whole Philippine thing. Well, no, okay, so America, okay. Well, that's not taking away that Israel gave back the land in Egypt. Did
Yeah.
they? Okay, so
What point were you trying to make in the first
the
place?
Palestinians could have went there. That's where they could have been.
Oh, really?
That's where they. Well, also too, when after 6 countries try to extinguish you, and they
Or
lose,
exterminate.
extinguish, same thing.
They were on fire. You tried to put them out.
Exterminate,
Okay.
then they were bugs.
Yeah.
Are you saying that?
So both words mean the same.
All right.
It's an oxymoron.
It certainly is.
Well,
No,
the
that's
right-
not the word. It's
Mr.
a,
Oxy.
Without the oxy part.
The right to return that the Palestinians wanted was something that held up the peace treaty too, because the Israelis, by allowing a right to return, would have meant that the Jews would have been outnumbered by Palestinians in Jerusalem and Israel. And
when Clinton tried to sign a peace treaty between Israel and Palestine,
he was too
Arafat-
busy cigar fucking a girl.
you know, Arafat, we want Jerusalem. Really? That's like, yeah, we're going to give fucking Russia D.C. It's fucking ridiculous because it knew it would cause conflict against Israel. They knew, Arafat knew.
Jews and Palestinians both consider Jerusalem Holy Land, and they want it shared. Because you guys get along so well together, you can share.
Really,
sharing is caring.
It's my part of the wall.
Hey, we had Obama on the old TV yesterday talking about this election in Massachusetts.
Obama.
What do you think of Obama's first year, Rich? We were discussing that yesterday, trying to figure out what he did in the first year of his presidency.
Man.
What do you think Obama did in the first year of his presidency?
Played golf in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Good. That did happen.
He
had a beer.
He fucking bailed out criminals. He bailed out fucking banks and mortgage companies. My fucking bank called me and said, your money... The guy said, do you want to roll over your CD? I go, what's the interest? He said 0.5%.
Oh, those pieces of shit.
I said, really? You're going to fucking... You're not embarrassed to make this call? You'll charge... I said, really? I said that to him. I go, how could you not be embarrassed? You'll charge 6 and 7% on a fucking loan, but give 0.5% back? Yeah. I go, you know what? I'm taking all my money out of there. I'm just going to take it out and put it in a fucking safe. You know, I'm $20,000...
Exactly.
No, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's ridiculous that we bail out these scumbags.
I agree.
And they're making fucking millions of dollars in bonuses and giving shit back to the fucking people.
Yeah, it is.
You know, cash for clunkers. Go fuck yourself.
Wow.
Wow, it's just another way to get you in to buy a car. Big deal. It's a trade-in. Hey, we've had trade-ins for years.
It's pretty much
It's a trade-in.
Yeah, okay.
All it is.
Well, that was Obama's...
Now they're doing it with appliances, really?
Ideas.
Oh, really? You can do it with appliances?
They're doing it with refrigerators or whatever.
They want better, more economical air conditioners.
That whole green shit is bullshit, too.
Yes, it
Just
is.
fucking solar heating companies and all these companies that are brainwashing you to go buy their fucking green products. Go fuck yourself. I keep my lights on all night long. Drive past a factory. Drive down the Jersey Turnpike and look at all the smoke and all the pollution, all that garbage coming out. Really? My light bulb is going to make a fucking difference? Really?
Not the
Go
one
fuck
over your
yourselves.
head.
Okay?
Brainwashing. When he comes in, this one's done.
It's fucking ridiculous. That's what he did. All
There's
is
still a lot of
smoke
smoke
screen.
coming out of those smokestacks,
It's
though. He
just
makes a good point.
It's all bullshit.
I'm doing my part. Are the big guys doing theirs?
My fucking little circle light bulb is really going to make a difference. My little screw-in light bulb. Fuck you.
Every time you drive that part of the New Jersey Turnpike, you always ask whoever's in the car, did you fart? No, I didn't fart. It's this fucking area.
I hate having
There's
people
so
in
much
orange.
pollution over
It
there.
doesn't matter.
Listen,
You know,
Nick Carmen joke.
Everyone knows.
What? That's
but the thing is,
I
everyone
was gonna
knows.
go for a joke.
But that Liz around here, everyone knows that. But when you have somebody out of town, that's when it does get embarrassing.
Yeah.
And you got to do while you're driving. You got to go, Jersey, the smell. You
They
know,
always
'cause
ask.
They don't know.
They always ask, did someone fart?
Yeah.
Every fucking time. It's between, I don't know now, Newark Airport and
Elizabeth
Manhattan, I
or
guess,
something.
right?
I was in, I think it was Kalamazoo, whatever the Pfizer plant is.
Yes.
Right there. In fact, it's probably a mile long. It's unbelievable. Right? Really? Really, there's no pollution. There's no fucking light. It's just
That isn't even the case. Look at emerging nations like China and India, who are still using technology that we stopped using decades ago.
70s
and
or so,
and
right?
and like we used to just pump out unfiltered waste into the atmosphere, and we cleaned up, and they're not. So now what? Like you said, we got to put in the little curly Q fluorescent light
Well,
bulbs.
you know what?
While they're just pumping coal out of their fucking stacks.
We do forget about the cars and what was coming out of the cars just
it's
driving
amazing.
down the road.
Cars now put
that
out
was
less
just
waste.
all smoke coming out of the fucking tailpipes.
Yep.
Remember?
An 8-cylinder car now puts out a lot less than a 4-cylinder car did in the 70s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are making some.
We're making headway, but that's why I run 2 fucking pool heaters.
Yeah.
Keep my pool
global
warm.
warming
I
is
could give a
called-
shit.
We're making headway, but we'll lose in the end.
Well, how are we going to...
And then Earth will do its thing, and,
Earth is
and
fine.
it'll be fine.
It's natural. It's
Earth will be fine. We're not going to be fine. That's how that works.
We're part of what happens. I've said this before. Part of what happens on this planet. When they say, "Oh, we're destroying the planet," we're fucking doing what animals do. You know, some animals go and they overgraze on some shit, and then they wind up fucking dying because they starve, and then a few of the other ones know to move and they go somewhere else. We're just animals that have figured out how to take some resources, mix them together, and make shit fly.
Thumbs.
You know? So that's it. But you know what? It's all part of nature. We're doing exactly what we're supposed to do here. That's all.
Look.
Fix it later. You know what? Fix it down the fucking line. I'm doing what I do with what resources I have here. We have gasoline for cars. That's what I'm going to use. And when the gasoline runs out, or it turns out that the air is getting so polluted from it, someone down the line, a few generations, will figure something out to make it work, or they won't. That's me.
Good
Don't
point. You're right.
inconvenience me
Yeah,
for our limitations now, because we don't have fucking cold fusion. I got to sit here and not drive a fucking Escalade. Blow me. That's what I say.
Good point.
Don't inconvenience me.
It's all just for them to make it's a scam to make money.
I think there's also a validity to it. There's a balance. It's not everything, but you think you gotta, there is some kind of a point to it, because like when LA stopped doing certain things, the air did become better.
Yeah, they don't have the smog problem they did. But you know why?
It does work.
Because it reached a point where it was a fucking problem.
Yeah.
So when it reaches a problem, that's when human beings, we're lazy by nature. So when we have to do something, we figure out, I want to go to the moon in this Decade. All right. Yeah, go to the moon. 10 years. We got it. We're on it. The Soviets are fucking with us with the space program. We're on it. And it's like anything else. The second you have to do something is when it gets done. Right now, I go to a gas station, I pull a little thing, gasoline comes out. Hey, Happy New Year. When that stops coming out, someone will figure something else out. But for now, fill her up. Premium, motherfucker. I gotta drive.
Do you think premium makes a big difference over regular? I always use premium.
In my vehicles, I use premium.
I do too.
Do you really?
Well, I have a high performance car, so I'm thinking.
That's exactly what I got.
As do I.
So you got to put the premium in there.
Yes, you do.
Keeps the fucking. How
do you know it's not the same shit?
Right. That's what I'm saying. How do you know this? What's the difference? One's cut with water.
If you're buying a new car, you never
it's octane levels, my friends.
But you never have the car long enough to know if that gas made a difference.
It runs better. I've actually found it
You
running
feel like
better.
it runs
Yeah,
better?
I actually do.
I don't know.
Keeps it cleaner.
Can't be bothered. Just fucking fill it up.
And fucking the reason California's smog, because there's fucking 20 billion cars there. You're not going to get that smog and other,
But I'm saying the emission has been cleaned up.
Geography does it too.
It's
It's in a valley. The heat from the sun like ionizes the fume, and it just lays there. That's why a lot of other cities don't have a smog problem like LA does, because of its geography.
Yeah, and also they didn't just clean up. It's just technology, like he says.
Well, it's
it just
different
got
emissions
better.
for
That's
California.
all.
California emissions are very strict on cars.
Yeah, it's a process. I'm saying
Yeah,
they
yeah.
eventually switched over, and there are results.
But
for it.
it's just all.
Sorry. P-Roll is, he's a legitimate source. I'm really sorry. There is breaking news that I've been sort of following, but now there's a fact that has to be said immediately, and I apologize to you
Rich
guys
is an idiot
for jumping in like this. P-Roll, he's good for this. Plane from LaGuardia, I guess, emergency landed in Philadelphia for a bomb scare. Now, this is the fact that just came out. Suspect had wires attached to his hands and head. And then P-Roll writes, how the fuck did he get on a plane with wires on his hands and head?
Wires on his hands and head.
Yeah.
The U.S. Airways flight diverted to Philadelphia after incident.
Yeah. Supposedly, it's going to turn out to be a nut job, but he has wires
Maybe
attached to his hands.
it was
and
probably
head.
one of those things on his braces.
Oh, headgear? Maybe he's wearing his retainer.
Well, that's another smoke screen.
Wire.
A couple had an argument on the plane. A guy and a lady, and they landed the plane because of that. That's all bullshit too. It's
they're taking
ridiculous.
precautions, you know.
Why isn't so? Here's the deal: because L.A. airport does this. They have cops outside the airport. When you go into L.A., they have roadblocks there. If you want to just drive a truck into a fucking airport, and you know what I mean, and do something destructive, I don't want to say anything wrong.
Maybe you do.
Maybe I have no desire to fucking do that.
What's that?
Yeah, what's the matter, Rich?
What I'm saying, LA's the only
Let's
airport.
check your underpants. Make sure you don't have a bomb.
Well, I'm just
Jimmy,
saying,
check his
just all
underpants for a
research.
bomb, will you?
Happily.
You know
It's
you
a
can
little
drive.
missile.
You know you can drive a vehicle from the highway onto the runways. There's no fucking gates. There's no cement blocks. There's no security.
No, is that what I'm? Wait, you're asking me?
Yeah,
this?
what were you
No, I'm
saying?
just saying if
I do it in GTA, so it's got to be possible.
That's
I'm
true.
saying, whatever. That's
Can we take
all
a break? We got
bullshit,
Jeff Ross
screening. And one other thing about airplanes, and when I was getting off the other day,
Peanuts?
this is true.
I hate those little
I
things.
swear to God, getting off the plane, this is one of my bits, new bits, but this is true. They said, when we landed from San Francisco the other day, said, if you need a wheelchair, please stay in your seat and wait for help. Opposed to falling out and laying in the aisle like a human speed bump.
They have to tell them to stay in their seat.
Please stay in your
That's
seat.
actually pretty good, Rich.
Do not get involved with the Taekwondo tournament in the back.
Just because we were just flying, don't think you can walk now.
I would assume 20 minutes after everyone else got off the plane, you go in and see which dummies are still sitting in
They
their
forgot
seats.
they can't walk.
Right.
You got to remind them.
Hey, that's pretty good, Rich.
You're
Rich is going to be at the Comedy Zone, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, tomorrow and Saturday. Quick break, Jeff Ross next. Bye. Got a busy show today. Jim Norton, Rich Voss, and now Jeff Ross in studio, who's going to be at Caroline's tonight through Sunday. I highly recommend you go see Jeff Ross at Caroline's.
Thank you.
Yeah, if you're in New York, I would definitely go see him.
It's going to be a phenomenal show.
And Rich is going to be in
I feel
Harrisburg, PA at the Comedy Zone.
So you could not go to that.
Well, that's sort of what
I just was nice to you. I was just saying nice
I don't
things
need you to be nice to me. It
Yes,
doesn't
you do.
help me.
Yes, it does. I'm going to do a lot of
Plug
nice
from
things.
you is like not a plug.
That's a good point.
That is a very good point. You got anything on that, Rich?
You're in my home.
I'm only kidding you, buddy.
Oh,
Give me one of
really?
your old CDs to break.
If you listen to it.
Don't pretend you don't remember.
I do remember.
Wait, what happened?
What happened?
Oh, you gave Jeff a CD and he broke it in front of you?
Yes, because he was upset that he didn't have one.
First, I used it as a coaster, then I smashed it.
Yeah, at least you got some use out of it.
You know, I go back to Voss. I used to pick him up, drive him to gigs. We'd work out. I'd buy him lottery tickets, anything to get stage time back in the day.
He's still doing it. Remember we did a college, we did something, no, it was it was a graduation show. They stole my cigarettes.
The greatest show ever. The greatest show ever.
What happened?
I somehow got a gig. This is 15 years ago, probably. I'm just starting to do comedy for money, and this prom hires us. Like we have to be at the prom.
Right.
We have to. The show starts at 3 a.m. We drive out to Long Island after the prom. All the kids are in their tuxedos trying to get hand jobs under the table. I go out. I do my 20 minutes or whatever. It's just awful. It's just brutal. We just have to get through the time. Kids are getting like tireder and drunker, and I bring up Voss, and he's on stage, and he's kind of bombing. It's not great. It's an impossible situation, honestly, and he's doing the best he can. And then, you know, he has a stool behind him with his cigarettes and a cup of coffee behind him, and he's out front doing his act and getting some, like, titters, you know, little laughs. Then all of a sudden, he slowly starts killing. Every joke, every setup is just ripping the roof off the place. And I'm in the back watching this drunk kid sneaking up behind Voss really, really slow. Goes to the stool, takes one of Voss's cigarettes, lights it up behind him. Voss has no idea this guy's behind him.
Voss thinks he's killing him.
And the guy's sitting on the stool, drinking Voss's coffee and smoking his cigarettes.
And Voss has no idea.
That is fucking great.
You didn't know, Rich?
I just thought all of a sudden it turned around on stage. I'm going, this is
awesome.
where I got him. Okay? You know, you get laughs, you're going, I got to keep doing this.
That's as bad as when we were waving, thinking everyone was excited that we went to that movie theater for what movie was that again? That fucking Will Ferrell piece of shit fucking basketball
thing,
movie.
What, you thought they were waving at you when you walked into the theater?
They're going to go, you're telling the story again. But K-Rock sends us to this theater, and we're like, oh, fuck. And it was the Will Ferrell movie. What was it? Semi-Pro, whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
And we walk in, and everyone has their arms up. And I'm like, oh, wow. Oh, God, it's such a pain in the ass to be famous. So I put my arm up. Hey, what's up? We're here. Not knowing that they're throwing Frisbees and T-shirts out to the audience.
People were just like,
movie. I had no idea. I should have known because it was all black people. I mean, I know we have black listeners, but not that many.
Did you feel stupid?
Dude.
Did you catch a Frisbee?
I hid in my seat.
You're humiliated?
And it turned out, honestly, there might have been 2 listeners there. They picked the worst theater. It was in gang territory in Times Square, and we had to learn that if you're a Blood, you go to this theater. If you're a Crip, you go across the street. It's a whole thing. Oh, yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, on 42nd Street.
Gangsters have movie theaters?
Oh, yeah. They figured it out, like, all right, yeah, they got 2 big theaters right there. It's their turf.
That's so ridiculous.
And that's where they decide to send us.
Yo,
and I walk
bitch,
in
I'm
and
seeing
everyone,
Precious.
everyone's got their fucking arms in the air. I'm like, this fame thing sucks.
Fuck you, Julia. Julia is our turf.
We're getting Medea this week.
By the way, if you want to have a good time, go to the IMAX theater and see Precious in 3D. It's so much sadder. Bitch reached out and ate my popcorn.
We were just talking about Precious yesterday. Jimmy saw it.
Yeah.
How was it?
Yeah, he brought a serious angle to the whole
it was
thing.
sad.
Like, can't we just make jokes about
was
the fat
sad.
pig?
It was
Then
sad.
I twittered how I want to go to the theaters and just jerk off angrily every time she falls.
How was Monique?
She's going to win the Oscar.
She's going to win the Oscar.
She should win the Oscar, yeah. Yes.
Her and her hairy legs will win the Oscar.
Yeah, that's pretty disgusting.
I want to thank God. First of all, anybody who has ever been touched.
Does she talk like that?
Martin Luther Queen.
Yeah, she talks like that, all right.
Yeah, her acceptance speech was like, you know, she came over the mountaintop.
You see that Avatar, Jeff? Are you a movie guy?
Yeah, I love to see movies.
Did you see Avatar?
I loved it. I took my little nephews; they loved it.
You liked it, right?
Very interesting.
It wouldn't have been as great if it didn't have the 3D technology, obviously.
Yeah, it was an experience.
It was the whole thing was an experience. You're right. You're right.
I liked it a lot. You know what was bad? Invictus. That movie really sucked.
That looked awful.
I had no desire to see that.
That pissed me off because it could have been amazing.
But what's his name was up for... Who the fuck?
Morgan Freeman. They can't stop handing him awards. They're right enough with him already.
He was nominated?
That one in 3D was not very good.
I'm sick of...
Every time they scored a goal, Morgan Freeman just stood up. It was the same shot of him standing up and clapping over and over and over because they had no story, so they just kept... It was awful.
Is it another black team struggling and they become like champions?
No, it's all white guys.
It's white guys?
Still dumb.
South Africa.
It's about rugby, which they never explain how it works. You're just watching 3 hours of
a game you don't have no idea.
Ridiculous accent. It was way too small to play rugby. It was bad.
Hey, you like that one?
Best movie you've seen in a while.
Wild Heart. Crazy Heart. Jeff Bridges.
I just saw Crazy Heart.
I liked it a lot, actually.
That Jeff Bridges can act, huh?
And he can sing in this thing. He's very
Is that him
authentic.
singing for real?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, he can sing in this thing.
It was
I thought
really
it was a little
good.
slow at times.
It's a little slow, and I was watching it with my little nephew sleeping, so every time the music came on, I had to lower it, and whenever he talked, you had to make it louder.
I
'cause he
hate
mumbles.
when you got to roadie the volume on a movie like
Can't
that.
you find a friend? You gotta take your nephew
I
to
know. I
everything?
was visiting my family in Seattle, and you know what else I really liked was
Is that the movie right there?
Yeah, they talk about it on TBS. We speak about it.
Yeah, that was
Jeff
really
Bridges he's ridiculous.
Yeah. But that movie I saw, Clooney's movie where they were like...
Up in the air?
No, the goat something.
Oh, he was in that, yeah.
Yeah.
The goat movie.
The one where
No.
they kill the goats with their minds.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds really high concept.
Yeah.
What were you saying, though?
I want to see the new Mel Gibson movie because that poster.
Dude.
It's like he's about to call me a dirty kike or something. He looks so angry.
We'll say it again, though. The fucking trailer gives away the entire movie.
Oh, I didn't watch
Yeah.
it too closely. I
Don't
just saw
watch the trailer
The big
if you're gonna-
billboards everywhere. Just he looks so angry.
Don't watch the trailer for the movie. I'm serious. Because there's a major plot twist that they have no problem showing you as you're waiting.
Yeah.
In my case, waiting for Crazy Heart to start.
It must be mean it's a bad movie. They're giving it
Oh,
away.
you think?
Well,
Yeah, when
usually they give it away.
yeah.
They got nothing.
Oh, that's an interesting theory.
Mm-hmm.
What if that's true?
I would say so.
Yeah.
Leave it alone.
I've been
Let
watching
me
the
enjoy
old
goddamn
Rodney
thing.
movies lately.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm on the Rodney biography tonight on A&E.
Oh, yeah. I was watching the Caddyshack one.
They're
last
amazing.
night,
Those
which was
movies are still so good.
Fuck it. The Caddyshack, they had like a whole story behind the scenes of Caddyshack.
What'd they
the
say?
production of it and everything. It was just really interesting, the whole setup from the time they went with the concept to Orion Films, and they had just come off of Animal House, and they gave them some concepts that were ridiculous, and they came up with like this golf idea.
But
and
they couldn't
people-
get a better golf course to film that movie.
They couldn't
If you,
get, dude.
If you look
Rolling-
closely at the golf course they use, it's a shithole.
Dude,
I
they
played that
couldn't
course.
get
I
one.
played it
It's
a
a
couple
public
times.
course, obviously,
Yeah,
that they don't
Florida.
take care of.
Rolling Hills, I think it was.
With Rolling Hills, they
Yeah.
tried to get other golf courses.
Yeah, you could tell.
First of all, they were filming it in Florida. They had to get a golf course that had no palm trees because they said it was Chicago. So they couldn't have palm trees.
I didn't know
And then-
Caddyshack takes place
And then
in
they
Chicago.
said,
I didn't either.
then they said we're going to blow up your fucking golf course at the end of this, we're going to make a green in the middle of the fairway at the end and blow it up.
Right.
And a lot of golf courses weren't cool with that. They found that
What a
one.
bunch of dummies. They could have been known as the golf course that had Caddyshack.
They found the one golf course where they were like, all right, we'll let you do anything you want. They're like, okay, cool. And then they found out it was right at the end of the runway for, I think, Fort Lauderdale Airport. So every 5 or 7 minutes a plane would take off. They'd have to shut everything down. They had a guy.
Hey, every time I get rolling, fucking plane going off. Let me talk to the location manager.
They had a guy with a bullhorn standing at the far end of the golf course that would go plane. He'd stand there and go plane. Oh Jesus! It's like when you're playing street hockey, they'd be like car, car.
What a pain in the ass.
Roll me up a dude.
But the palm tree thing is stupid. Why don't they just say, hey, this story takes place in Florida? Like, it was really important to the story that's
because
in
my
Chicago.
character was from Chicago, you fucking idiot.
They needed, for the characters, I think, they didn't want it to be Florida. They kind of wanted it to be...
Who cares?
Like, I know. The story is so disjointed because it was probably a 4-hour movie when they wrote it. Like, Noonan was in every single shot. They had more about him and his huge family and things like that. And then they had to literally cut the script in half.
Do they have all that stuff on the DVD?
No.
It probably was never shot. It was probably the story just being cut.
Yeah, they just cut it out of the script.
I thought Caddyshack 2 was much better.
Oh, yes. It was fantastic.
Jackie Mason is right
They
up there.
offered me a lot of money, but
horrible.
I was moving on by then.
Horrible.
When they turned that old couple around to hit the ball, it couldn't have been any fucking funnier.
You couldn't tell me something about that movie that I would even know.
I'm talking about the first movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, that was good. No,
I did see some clips of the biography that's on tonight, and they had Harold Ramis, who wrote and directed it, saying a lot of inside stuff about the shooting of the movie, and they said that Rodney would make the director come to his trailer, and he would try out different jokes and different versions of old jokes he used to do that he wanted to work into the script.
Yeah,
and
into
stuff.
the script, yeah.
So it was very much his stand-up.
How cool is
come
that?
alive.
They were talking about how he got the part, because they were thinking of, they just wanted some kind of an older comic. So they got Rodney, and Rodney comes in and they said, well, it was a different time. He came in, he put 4 lines of Coke on the table and did it, and he goes, all right, let's get to work.
Really?
And that's what they said.
Tony Bavacqua from Dangerfields told me he was at the premiere, and he said that everybody comes up in limos, and when Rodney came up, he came in a car that was being towed to the premiere. So that's how he got to the premiere. was in a car that had a tow truck pulling it.
We got Rodney High at the end of his life.
You guys did?
Yeah, at NEW.
Yeah.
Not us personally, but one of our guys.
Oh, he smoked weed all the time.
Yeah, one of our guys.
Oh, yeah.
took
That's
him
what he
to
used to say, right?
One of our guys who now works here at Sirius XM, Stinky, yeah.
And the guy that...
Stinky will brag about that, no problem. Took him to the fucking stairwell during the break.
And they actually, who they considered they were actually going to use as Noonan was, what's his name, from The Wrestler?
Oh, Mickey Rourke?
Mickey Rourke.
Oh, Jesus.
Was going to be Noonan.
You know,
that would have been better.
The Otto Hensor. Otto was supposed to do a young comedian special. One of them. So Rodney loved him. So Rodney, they wanted to see him one more time. And
what did Otto do? Fuck this up.
No,
I take it away to the great set.
So they put at Casual Rising Store. Yeah. This is what I heard. They put Otto on first, right? You can't put him on first. So he has a tough set. And Ronnie goes, well, I don't know, son. And Otto goes, go fuck yourself, you old drunk.
How do you open with Otto and George?
That's a catch.
Yeah, that's
He
would have been perfect on that fucking young comedian thing.
Was it Nebraska? Caddyshack was supposed to say
a few people
Maybe
saying that.
saying Chicago.
Yeah, whatever.
Bob Saget was on
It's
that
a long
one.
special.
Yeah.
Told me they cut him down to like 2 minutes to give Kinnison like 8 minutes.
I was at the taping.
Oh, really?
Really?
I was at the taping where the one Hicks was on. It was Hicks.
Were you a
Richie
waiter?
Gold.
Then you weren't at that taping.
No, one of the tapings.
Shut up. He goes, I was at that taping, the one, and he names different guys.
Well, they had a bunch of those fucking shows. It was, I don't know, Hicks and some other ones. Fucking Hicks just killed.
How you doing, lady? You want to make
What?
what was it? Want to make $8 the hard way?
The hard way, huh? You must have been something before electricity.
The best movies, and it's an inspiration to comedians because he didn't even make it till he was in his 40s.
Yep,
and
yep.
His movies were in his 40s and 50s.
Went back to selling aluminum siding for 10 years. I mean,
He was an old 40, though. Yeah, he looked old for his age.
I remember
man.
how I found out he passed away. It was so sad. I was driving down Melrose in Hollywood, and you know they always put on the billboards at the comedy clubs like so and so make God laugh.
Oh, okay.
And it said Rodney Dangerfield, like it's spelt wrong.
They just ran out of letters. That's all.
And you know, talk about like one lasting dignity about getting no respect.
Right.
So I figured he would have loved that.
Maybe they did it on purpose.
I remember him
Be a
coming into the
little
Laugh
ironic.
Factory with his bathrobe, with his schmeckle hanging out, with a joint in his mouth, trying out one-liners.
Oh, he came into during a prom show. He came into Catch, and all the kids were like, "It's Ronnie," and he went up. He was so fucking wasted, and he was just all over the place, and the kids were looking at him like they were just tortured.
What was that? Your
That's my
cud just came up.
It was like he was, but the comics were dying. It was fucking, the comics were just dying. That was my gum. It got caught in my mouth.
Sometimes if I'm
The nicotine
depressed,
gun?
if I'm sad, I will just I'll just hit his name in YouTube and whatever plays. Just
Yeah.
hearing his voice makes me feel better.
Yeah, the funny
You
motherfucker.
still got the
man.
nicotine gum?
We're talking about Rodney. Yes.
Why don't you stop with the Nicorette?
How long have you
Why
been
do
on
you
the
stop with the hookers?
I like them.
I like this.
I don't chew them while I'm doing radio. They don't come up in my throat when I'm on the air, stupid.
How long have you been on hookers? He has a life now. He has a girl
Yes,
and
he
everything.
does. A lovely girl.
Exactly.
He's cleaned up his act.
Yes, he
Oh,
has.
you're right. I forgot. You have a nice girl.
Yeah.
Jim's got some balance in his life.
He does have-
Rich,
What's that now?
how long have you been on the gum?
And don't lie or we'll know.
The day I quit smoking. When I quit. July.
Wait, how old are his teeth?
October,
Count backwards.
November.
When'd you get those
December.
teeth?
3 years and 7 months I've been on the gum.
Why?
Really?
You
Yes.
can't get rid of the gum now?
No.
Isn't there a way they wean you off it or something?
I might sue the company because it doesn't say it. There's no warning on the side of the box.
That
of
says
the gum.
that's addictive?
Yes.
What did you think? Chewing gum with nicotine.
Yeah, exactly.
How could it not be?
It's the same with cigarettes. What do you think?
I knew
You
it
know,
was addicting and I did it anyway.
But there was warnings.
Can the gum give you like mouth cancer?
Probably can.
Does it taste good?
Huh?
It's terrible.
Yes.
And you get the same buzz from a cigarette?
Not the same. You get a nicotine rush. I mean, it's fucking, you know what I mean?
Can't be good for you.
Huh?
No.
I don't think it could be good for you, though.
Look, I'm surrounded by fucking messes
just thinking.
telling me what's good for
I'm
me.
just-
I know.
Shut
I
up,
don't
you guys.
know, and I said I
Please,
don't
you look
know.
like the evolution of disaster poster, you three.
I
Not
know.
bad.
I'm telling him how to
I saw
live.
that
I had
poster.
4 bagels already today.
Yeah, we all have our problems. We understand, Rich.
I walk in. You want anything to eat? Yes. I've already eaten 2 bagels on my way here.
Huh?
I don't know. I'm a fat mess.
You're not a fat mess.
Yeah. Come on. Look at this.
How did the book do?
Doing well.
Jeff?
Doing real well. Comes out on paperback for Father's Day.
Nice.
And been very gratifying.
Yeah.
Very different experience than doing regular stand-up, as Jim can attest. Get
Yes, he
letters from
certainly
people
can.
in hospitals.
Twice.
and You connect to people in a different way, and
Yeah.
it's fun. People have been throwing their own homegrown roasts, because I give the recipe for how to throw your own roast.
So yeah, you have a little party at your house, you wind up doing a roast.
So roasting is becoming even more of a pastime.
I bet some of those are utter disasters.
Yeah.
I bet it's just like somebody taking it way too personally, fist fight starting. You gotta
I'm very
know.
careful to explain it has to be a place of affection while you roast somebody.
You
Try
have to
avoid
know,
that.
though. A little too much booze. They're down there, made a little dais out of the fucking tables they break out for Thanksgiving and shit. Sitting there and just calling him a cocksucker, and the guy gets up and just slugs him in the face. That'd be fantastic.
Me and Patrice did a pilot for Comedy Central where we roasted somebody, their wedding couple at the wedding, and people in the wedding didn't know what was going on.
Oh, shit.
It was,
That's pretty good.
It was, a guy stood up and said, "We have kids here." I was hosting it. I go, okay, right? Because I had to get Patrice on. Patrice didn't even look up, right? He was like this. And he called some girl fat that was in the wedding party. Basically called her fat. In the hallway, she called him. She
dropped the M-bomb.
Yes.
I'm a nigger?
Yes, she
Holy
goes,
shit.
"I've never said that before. You're the only one who's ever made me say that."
She's lying.
Oh, man.
I'm sure Patrice was flattered. I'm sure he's flattered.
Wow, that's fucking funny. How did you two fuck that idea up? That's pretty good.
It was,
would
no,
love
the
to see
pilot
that.
was great.
Sounds it.
It was really good, but they just didn't pick it up. The couple that we roasted loved it. We spent a week with their family and stuff, and it was just Patrice was
Still
with.
call them the nigger. It's been a great week.
Oh, shit.
What was the show called?
Huh?
What was it called?
Best
Jew
man.
and the nigger.
Best man. Jesus.
Worst man.
It was fucking.
Jesus.
Oh man.
my
That's
God.
all right, man.
Patrice, so funny.
God, is he funny, man.
What else is on your radar, Jeff? It's about you right now.
Well,
Obama, you got the Tiger Woods picture coming out today, so now we know he's in a sex rehab. Has a beard. He kind of looks like you if you were a little darker. He's got the beard and the
sex
wild
rehab
hair.
place. That's a Christmas party I didn't get invited to. How do you go to that place? I would go there just for fun, I think.
That's where you should do a roast. At a
That would be so fun.
Sex rehab clinic.
I feel like this will be the year for people to start forgiving Tiger.
Yeah.
For cock blocking the entire country. I do a bit in my act now about how if he lost all these endorsements, pretty soon he'll be picking up new ones. Like, hey guys, you want to fuck like me? Try my new high protein energy drink, Tiger's Wood. I got enough energy to hit 18 holes during the day and another 18 holes back at the room.
I'll be in Harrisburg this weekend.
What made me laugh was Jeff's defeated. Look at the papers. He went, whatever.
I thought we were. I didn't realize we were. I didn't realize.
Rich is brutal.
These are the meanest human beings on the
Rich
planet.
is brutal.
What are you talking about?
I even set it up.
You did the whole thing.
All I know is I heard you do 4 airplane bits before I came in.
I did one, but it was funny.
Your timing right there was good, Rich. But
I
now
kinda
I'm going to
did-
depress you with this phone call.
I must admit, I did sort of.
John
know
on
that
Long
that was gonna
Island.
happen.
John.
Hi guys, how you doing?
Good, John.
That nicotine gum has been linked to to cancer. And
There you go,
it's been
Rich.
linked to brain cancer. So,
There you
Rich,
go.
Oh, then you have no worries.
Well, here's the thing. I just had a MRI on my fucking skull, so everything's
I was
okay.
there, remember?
Oh, in
It probably
Seattle.
sounded like when they're looking on the ocean floor for a sub that isn't there.
Like that sound. Just don't know with nothing returning.
Just bouncing the bottom of the skull and coming back up.
Wacky host.
That didn't work. Sorry. It didn't work here. How about this?
There you
I
go.
thought it was very funny.
Anthony the Love Sponge.
Go blow, you
Look, he gets so
fucking
mad.
punch. Fuck
I don't
you.
even know the guy.
Why did that offend you?
Because he's a piece of shit.
Yeah. He's just a dumb hillbilly, that's why.
Fuck him.
He's really a dumb guy.
Equate me to that.
I don't even know that. They just told
I'm
me
just
in the
fucking
other
with you,
room
Rich.
that
I
he
don't
wants to
care.
box you. You'd kill him.
I would, to be honest with you.
I mean, I looked at you and I looked
just,
at him.
I just laugh at him. He's a silly boy. He got beat up by a woman recently, too, I hear.
Really?
He's just a silly little boy.
Your girlfriend left? You split up with that girl?
Yeah.
You're single, Jeff?
Yeah, over
Wow.
Thanksgiving we broke
You want
up.
to get some pussy or what? What do you want? What do you want us to do for
What do you
you?
got in mind?
What do you want us to do for you?
How you
I
break
did
up
meet
over Thanksgiving?
I did meet a chick here once.
Wait. Yeah, Ant's got a good question. Right around the holidays?
Right after Thanksgiving.
Was it,
It's always painful.
What happened at Thanksgiving that you said, you know what, I'm done?
Was it you, her?
She
Farted
was
in
it
my
her?
aunt's mouth. She fucked my uncle. It was terrible. Worst Thanksgiving ever.
To me, those are all things that would salvage a relationship.
She was cute, man.
She's very beautiful.
Hey, good, Rich. Just keep rubbing it in.
There's nothing worse when you break and you're up with a
Jesus.
girl and someone's like, oh, she was really hot.
He's cute and nice and sweet. And
Jesus,
yeah,
I don't think you could ever do better than that.
Are you bummed out or you better?
He always has the hottest girls on the
It's
planet.
been sad. Breakups are always sad. But
Why the breakup unless you don't want to share? What happened?
I don't know, it just sort of grew apart, I guess.
How long were you with her?
A year and a half. She wasn't the one.
Pretty fast.
Now I'm looking for the two.
Yeah.
What about that hot dancing chick? You keep in touch with her from
Edita.
Dance
Yeah.
with the Stars?
Yeah, we're still very good friends.
You still want to get in there, right?
She's definitely very beautiful, but she's married. She's married to a dancer on the show.
But you want to.
Well, we're trying to kill him, but it's not been easy.
You brought her in for us. That was a nice day.
That was a
We
fun
still
day.
thank you for that. Legs for D.
I know, she's very cool. I wrote a whole chapter in my book about my
course you did.
my worshiping her. So she knows my true
Did
feelings.
you ever get a boner while you guys were practicing?
She did once. Yeah, you know, it was hard because I really had to make a conscious effort to like look at her and go, this is like my coach. I looked at her like she was Mr. Sinisi, my high school football coach, so I wouldn't get like distracted. Because you have to learn the steps. It's really hard.
Matt in Washington, we're talking to Jeff Ross, who's going to be at Caroline's tomorrow and Saturday.
Hey.
Matt.
Hey, guys, how's it going?
Good, man.
Hey.
Hey, Jeff, I've watched your special with Larry 15 times, and you guys play such a good role with one another. Is that a setup?
Yeah, that's Steven Glickman. He's a very, very funny actor who's on a Nickelodeon show now called Big Time Rush.
Could you explain it for people that haven't seen it?
This guy can explain it.
Phenomenal.
Now, what happens?
Man, you guys set it up. Well, you just randomly call a piano player, and Fat Larry comes down with his blue hair who just really set it up well. But at first, you know, it really looks real. But after seeing it 15 times, I had to ask.
On my stand-up DVD, there's a part at the end of the show where I have a piano on stage. I'll do it tonight at Caroline's, but it won't be set up. And I do love poems, and I bring up just whoever wants to come up to the audience and play. And I brought a girl up, and we did a poem, and she was funny, and then I dismissed her. And then I had met this guy in L.A. He just came up randomly one night. He was just this big fat guy, looks like Shrek. He had a really fun laugh, and he was a great piano player, and really easy to make fun of. So I said, all right, well, just come up in my Jersey show, and just when I ask you what you do, just say I'm a toll taker. Because he's a big fat guy. There's no way he fits in a toll. So we rehearsed it a couple times at the Borgata, and then we just did it and wound up doing it on the DVD. And people, he's so real, and we had good chemistry. People don't realize it's set up until they watch it like this guy, like a fucking lunatic. So many
it was an amazing experience. It was a great shot, guys. Thanks for the show, bud.
Thank you, brother.
I was in Lomans, and some hot girl came up to me in L.A., and she goes, I know you. I go, how? She goes, I used to go out with Jeff Ross.
Oh, boy.
She has like 3 kids now, a couple kids, but she was fucking hot. I can't read. She had dark hair.
Just keeps going, this guy.
I'm talking about him. I'm complimenting
How about
him.
you give him a phone call after the show?
Oh.
What was her name? 3 kids. What was her
She
name?
had 2 kids. She was fucking hot.
Really?
Yeah.
Could be anybody.
Complimenting
at that point.
him, how he gets hot girls.
Are you dating? Are you dating?
I guess I'll start soon, you know? Just started getting back in the saddle.
Yeah, but like fucking Thanksgiving till now? What are you celebrating?
You know,
Or you just
You ever start
road
dating?
fucking?
You ever start dating too early, and
I don't
the
feel
original
like-
girl comes back? You're like, you're dating already? I'm like, yeah, we were broken up. What the fuck?
I know, I'm a
How
slow
much time are you
starter.
supposed to wait?
I like being by myself. I need a little bit of a emotional cleanse.
Alone time.
Are you worried about what she's doing, though? That's what always fucks me up, is I start worrying about who they're banging.
That's the most terrifying thing. 'Cause I know any minute I'm going to see a picture of her and Warren Sapp somewhere.
Yeah.
Remember on Dancing with the Stars, he'd always give her a big hug and say, when you're ready to bump this one."
Oh,
shit.
Aren't those guys the greatest?
Yeah.
Oh, they're so much fun. Fucking assholes.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, we'll see. You know, life is long. Life is long.
Is it?
I would like to settle down one of these days.
Really?
Yeah, it works. It works for some of you guys. Look how happy Voss is.
I can't break up, because if my wife and I break up, the guy she's fucking, I'll be working with the next night. Okay, I have to sit with him at the Comedy Cellar.
You'll have to
Okay?
videotape him for your documentary.
Ooh.
You and Bonnie doing
Uh-huh. Yeah, we only have.
By the way, I was at Loman's the other day, and I saw somebody used to go out with. She was a fucking dog. She had like 3 kids.
How many shows are you doing this weekend?
6. Tonight through Sunday.
Wow.
I'm trying something different. It's an experiment.
In Oregon?
I'm going to speed roast. I'm going to bring up volunteers from the audience.
Yeah.
Just at a random point in the show, whoever wants to come up and I'll speed roast like a long line of people.
That's pretty funny.
15 seconds of pain. Yeah.
How will you know like what to talk about? Like
I'll ask them where they're from or whatever. I'll just look at them.
Give them a quick a visual
More of a visual roast.
More of a visual roast, but sometimes people they'll start talking.
You want to try it here?
stuff.
We got interns and shit.
Sure.
For real?
Yeah,
Well, if you're going to help me, if you're going to fucking roll your eyes and...
I didn't roll no fucking eyes
I'll be
today.
happy to help you, Jeffrey. I'm a very good roaster.
I didn't roll no fucking eyes.
I know. When I
Rich
did my...
was the whole time you were fucking talking.
I didn't roll my eyes once.
All right.
I don't even know how
I mean,
to.
like I did my tiger bit before.
Voss rolls his eyes when he eats like a dummy, like a shark.
I mean, like my tiger bit.
The Tiger Bit was good.
It wasn't bad. It's just you didn't, you know.
That was so bad.
I know. No one even caught how bad his fucking.
What happened?
Jimmy
What
just
happened?
uttered a bomb.
It really was a fucking complete dud.
Sam, we got people that Jeff could do a speed roast with.
Bring him in. Bring
I
him
say
in.
you
Bring
get
that skinny guy
I say
in.
you get Love Buzz, Troy Kwan. Who else? Who else would?
Definitely Troy.
Love Buzz. Yeah, he
You
got.
got to
he
tell
got
me a
mugged.
little bit about everybody, one at a time, or bring them all in at once, I guess.
All right, whatever you want to do. Mars would be good.
It's a good practice for Caroline's this weekend.
That kid, the skinny, heroin-looking kid, the Calvin Klein commercial kid.
Half the staff around here, half the people
Yeah.
that walk these halls have that look.
This kid just got mugged.
Yeah, this is
like
Love
3
Buzz.
days ago at knife point by
Which
some
one?
big black
this guy right
He
here?
went to the
outside
wrong
building.
theater.
No, it was right outside the building here.
Here?
Yeah, Love Buzz. What happened? Because we haven't talked to you about it yet.
Yeah.
We've kind of
I was
hinted
on
that.
44th, and this guy comes up to me. He's like, "Hey, you want to see some girls?" Some big black guy. He's like, "Nah, I gotta go to work." Then it was like 47th and 6th. It was like right around here.
He followed you for 3 blocks?
Yeah.
And you just fucking didn't do anything.
Well, he had a knife in his hand.
Well, for
But no,
3
no,
blocks.
I mean for
Oh,
three
I didn't
fucking
notice him.
blocks. How about you look and go, there's an obvious problem here. I'm going to change course. I'm going to fucking do something. Get myself in with, around a better lit area where some people are, even if I'm a little late for work.
I didn't notice him.
How do you not notice the big black guy that questioned you if you want girls?
I don't know, he ran up to me.
You're a mark.
I guess so.
So he came up to
guess
you.
so.
He came up to you and said, "You want girls?" You said no. You keep walking 2 blocks. This guy's fucking following you. And then
Yeah.
what happened?
And then he approaches me again. "Do you want girls?" Except this time he had a knife in his hand.
Ah.
And then
Where was this?
it was like 47th and 6th. It was right around here.
How big was the knife?
Oh, he didn't open it. It was like a pocket knife.
Oh, shit, it wasn't even open.
An
Run!
unopened pocket knife. Yeah, why did you run your ass
He
off?
held up a bullet at me.
He said he was going to throw it at him. Held up a bullet. Don't make me get my gun.
That was the worst threat ever.
Yeah,
I'll
what
throw
the
this
fuck?
bullet at you.
You
Why
weren't
didn't you
even
run?
mugged.
Why didn't you run?
I don't know.
He
I know, 'cause
fucking
he came up close
borrowed
to
money
me.
from you.
He came up close to me, so
Yeah.
I was afraid he was gonna push the knife into my stomach and open up the pocket knife, and just, let me stab.
Open you like
Yeah.
a letter.
Yeah.
That's what I was afraid of.
So he said, what did he do then? He came up to you. He got right in your face?
Yeah, and he said, "Do you want girls again?" And I said, "No." And he says, "What do you got?" He says, like, "Give me your money." So I just pulled a bunch
And
of
he
money
did
in my
say,
wallet.
"Give me your money."
Yeah.
Did he look like he was on the dope?
Probably. Probably was.
After you get the money, did you go, now I'd like to see the girls? Did you get that?
Yeah, okay. Where are the girls?
He was
You
acting
fucking
very
skinflint.
friendly.
He was,
Weird.
he was
He was
friendly, a
acting
mugger.
friendly, but he had the knife, so I was.
But it wasn't open. Run. He's a big guy.
Yeah.
You're
Oh, he
Small.
didn't threaten you or meant. He was
He
actually.
just had it in his hand, just showing.
And
it
he
to
said,
me.
"Give me your money."
"Yeah."
Why do you talk like you've been jerking off and you had to stop right in the middle?
Well, how do you know I wasn't jerking off?
That's what I'm saying. You got me. You were
You're
jerking
real
off.
fucking sharp when
Congratulations.
somebody doesn't have a knife.
Oh yeah,
Look at you.
Yeah, I'm a Sharpie.
You're on the no-fly
fuck.
list and the no-fuck list.
I think the roast has started.
All right. Next.
Next. That's it, huh?
That was good.
How much money did you get?
No, I thought it was
I gave
15
him
seconds of
30
pain.
bucks.
What?
I gave him $30.
How much did
30
you
bucks?
have?
I had 50. I kept 20 for myself.
So
that's smart.
you thought your life was worth $20 more.
Well, I just
Like
grabbed it
you
really
fe-
quick.
What did you grab it out of your pocket?
No,
Or
it
was it in your wallet?
Open up my wallet
And he
really
didn't
quick.
notice that you didn't take it all out?
No.
Did you go up to a cop after it and say it?
No, I brought up the police, and that's when he ran off. And he threw a paper
What do you
under
mean
a
you
car.
brought up the police?
I said, because he was acting friendly. He was like, "I'll just call the police." And that's when he ran off and got mad.
That's the worst. The two of you make me sick.
I know he's the
an
worst.
awful crook and you're an awful muggy.
Yeah.
And what
guess
did he
so.
do? He threw a piece of paper somewhere?
He threw a piece of paper under a car.
What was it?
And I don't know. I think
You didn't grab it?
I looked at it. It was an empty piece of paper. I thought my money was in there. I thought maybe I got off lucky. I guess.
You thought he was
guess
going to throw the money under the car?
Yeah.
Mitch Fattel? Anyone?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
I got that a bunch of times.
It's like Mitch Patel.
All right, what do we do, Jeff? This is your thing. You're going to be doing the
To me,
Carolines.
it's like 1 laugh, 2 laughs, and you go on to the next person.
All right, let's go then.
Let's do the chick next. The chick.
That's
What's that, Sam? Why don't you introduce these people, Sam? Because
Yeah, who the hell are you? We don't know these people.
I've never seen this
Coming up next is
Yes.
Wait,
Sean.
who's this? Hack De La Roca? Zach.
Oh, okay. I got
Jesus.
it. Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah.
Sean.
Really?
Our
Who's
new
Sean?
intern, Sean.
Sean. How's it going, man?
I think he looks more like what's her name from fucking Buffy the Vampire Slayer. The redhead.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
redhead.
Yeah, you kind of
The
look like
redheaded
Winona
chick.
Ryder a little bit.
They were saying Scott Strapp of Creed.
All right.
Big insult.
More like crud.
Is that a woman's hat? It's like everyone needs to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's that? Mary Tyler Moore.
it's a guy's hat.
You hoping Sylvester
It's a guy's
Stallone
hat.
will take you on a date in that hat? Fucking hat stinks.
Win, Rocky, win.
It's from this Asian website that
It's from
I
what?
buy all my clothes off of.
Oh, you buy all your clothes off of that?
Yeah.
Those are some small pants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta
What's the
say.
website called?
Yesstyle.com.
Yeah.
Do you think Ted Knight knows his hat from Caddyshack is missing?
He looks like a young Barry Manilow.
He looks
Yeah.
like a fucking mime.
Oh, yeah. I got that a lot.
He's a hip mime.
Profile, Barry Manilow.
Yeah.
Really?
Where are you from?
And then what?
Allentown?
Pennsylvania?
Yeah.
What made you want to intern for this radio program?
I don't know.
Good answer.
How do you make money?
Parents.
Oh, yeah? What do they do?
My dad works for AIG. He's in Iraq right now.
You're shaking. Your lips are quivering.
I know his legs are catch on
Your
fire.
lips are quivering.
What is he doing in Iraq?
He's in the Air Force.
Wow.
Oh, there you
He
go.
just got shipped over this month.
He must be so proud of you.
You make Sam look like Holyfield.
I know.
It's like,
You got a nice package, though.
Jesus.
Jesus, Voss needs to get laid.
What do you like about it, Rich? What do you like
You say
about
those
it?
tight pants. I mean, you
You
look
can
at
see
it.
everything.
Well, and his soft
he
talk,
circumcised?
his soft talk and everything.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be gay with him.
He's kind of digging it.
It wouldn't
very
be gay with him.
sweet.
With the hat, you do him from behind. You're thinking, I'm with a girl. That's all I'm saying.
Jimbo, what do they call skinny gay guys?
Twinks.
Twinks. He's a twink. All right, I don't know about this guy.
Why, he's kind of ripe to be made fun of.
I know, but his dad's a hero. I feel like we got to give him some slack.
No, his dad is fighting for the right for you to make fun of his homosexual son.
I know.
That's true.
No one
Are
said
you
anything
gay?
about his
Are you gay or not
sexuality.
gay?
No.
Oh, you're not
I'm
gay?
engaged.
You're not gay. Yeah, you're engaged.
You're engaged?
Yes, in a complete farce. How's the relationship? My boyfriend's weird. Every time he looks at my pussy, he yells, "Yuck."
What's the
Things like,
beard's
where is
name?
it?
So you're engaged?
Yeah.
really?
I just moved in with my girlfriend.
That's nice.
89th and 1st.
You give him support her on your
Don't have to
internship.
get that whole thing, but
She pays the bills.
She
What does
does?
she
She
do?
works at Bloomingdale's.
She does. Wow.
yeah.
What is she, like 300 pounds?
No,
So-
she's
Huh?
she's bigger than me. I'm
Everybody is. Yeah, exactly. Fucking the load on your back is bigger than
Karen
you.
Carpenter was bigger than you.
Where did you meet her? Like, she said, like, I'm dying to fuck a guy who wears a hat from Welcome Back, Kotter.
His little brother's pirate shirt.
That's cool. You're like a skinnier, you're like a fatter Nicole Richie.
So what happened? Where'd you meet this girl?
it's due to Roosevelt Island last year.
Okay.
Is your
Crazy
girlfriend's
Island,
name Fez?
She was swimming. She was swimming from Haiti.
What?
She was swimming over from Haiti.
She's Dominican.
Oh yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
Wow. She must use you as a vibrator.
Wow, interesting.
Does she got that A's?
What?
Does she have that Caribbean
She's
ass?
like half white, half Dominican.
Oh,
that's a good
Our
one.
own Sam has a little. We don't know what's in him.
That's an optimistic way to look at it.
Let's see under the hat.
Yeah.
I got a
Let's see what-
picture of her.
Let's see her. You're a boy who's slight of build. Oh, she's
that's
very
not-
pretty.
Is she pretty, Jimmy? I can't see.
His
the
hands
photo.
are moving. He looks like
He's
an
shaking?
epileptic
Wow.
Q-tip.
Very fucking cute
Let
girl,
me see.
man.
Oh, yeah, okay.
She's doing it for.
Very pretty.
Is she
nice.
doing it for citizenship? What is she
Yeah,
doing?
let me
Oh,
see.
shit.
Yeah, but you can't see. She might just widen out from here.
She might be. She might be
She
an
is
iceberg.
beautiful.
Yeah.
It's
I see.
her father's Dominican, mother white.
And what does she do?
What you be going out with him?
Why you bring this maricon into the house? The boy like penises.
Caribbean Jimmy. Yes.
She's hot.
Caribbean.
Who's going to walk you down the aisle?
Wow, he's catching some shit.
She's
It's
pretty.
a little in turmoil right now.
Anybody need a housekeeper?
Uh-oh, what's
She's going to
the
go
one?
on Peace Corps.
What?
Oh, his face. Are you all right?
I know, his face just,
I know.
he smiled and his face shook.
You're not going to have a
really
heart
nervous
attack. Are
right
you
now,
okay?
aren't you?
Don't be
No, I'm
nervous.
fine.
We're nice
Yeah?
kids.
She's going to go in the Peace Corps next year, so that might, we don't know if we're going to
The
get married.
Peace
and
Corps?
then
The
she's
fuck
gonna
is she
be
doing
gone
that for?
She's going to be gone for 4 years, and then
No, that's a good way to start a marriage off.
Yeah, exactly.
I was going to join her, but
Yeah?
I don't know if I want to do that.
Yeah, where do they send her?
Yeah.
Maybe you shouldn't get
Here's what I'm
married.
going to tell you to do.
South America?
Because I've been married. Listen, and I can read people. This is what you have to do. And this is serious. Just suck one dick and find out if you're making the right decision. I'm just saying. What I'm saying is just one dick, because you might be stepping into something you're not supposed to.
Or just hold a dick
It's not
next to
gay
your
if you
face.
just need to know, right?
Yes, you're doing it.
Oh, God damn.
No,
Phenomenal.
just hold it next to your face, and if you're facing it, go like a magnet to each other.
All right, you want to move on to the next one? Okay, I'm just asking.
It's the greatest.
Thank you.
No, we don't have to.
No, it's all right.
No, give a round of applause to the hip burglar.
All right, we could go back to him.
Yes.
He's still in the studio.
He's still here.
Sam, who do we got? We're
Well,
trying out Jeff Ross's
This is fun.
speed roast thing he's doing at Caroline's tomorrow and Saturday.
This is fun.
Even though he was
And
asked
Sunday.
to stay, Mars stepped out probably to do another push-up contest that he does with the other engineers.
Well, the online feed is down. And our channel's the only one affected.
What conditioner are you
So
using
he's
now?
working on it.
Conditioner?
Yeah.
It's in Bumble and Bumble. Why do you ask?
The fuck is that?
It's a black people thing.
It's made for curly, coarse hair.
Or black people.
Is it black people shampoo?
It's made for
And
coarse
conditioner,
hair.
yeah.
Soul glow.
All right, Sam, who's coming?
Government cheese.
Who do we got next?
Another new intern, and this one has some tattoos. Here's Chris.
Chris, all right. The
Hi,
dangerous
Chris.
one.
What's in your back pocket?
My wallet.
No, on the other side.
Gloves.
Gloves?
Fingerless
Yeah,
gloves.
No, I don't like gloves with
I
fingers.
heard you're going into the Peace Corps.
No, not me.
That's the other guy. That's the other guy.
What are the gloves for?
For keeping my hands warm.
But no fingers?
Isn't that the part that gets cold? Like, that is the part that gets
No, you know,
cold.
my hands get really cold and like start to crack. So it's not my fingers; it's just like my knuckles.
Your hands crack.
Yeah.
Where you from?
New Jersey,
What part?
Bergen County.
A lot of Jersey boys here today.
Yes. Fingerless.
Anyway, this would have been quicker to service all Ambien than talk to this fucking guy.
It's like buying pants without knees in them or something.
How'd you get the internship here?
I went to Connecticut School of Broadcasting.
Really?
Boy, did you make him
CSB grad.
Did they reopen? They were closed and reopened?
They closed. Yeah, they closed actually like right before I got in and opened. And
What happened? You were like the 30th caller?
Yeah, basically.
So what did they teach you in there that you think is useful in the radio business?
All most of this equipment that I think I'd be able to use. I learned.
I don't like the fact that your shoes look like the hospital lobby in Terminator 2.
That is a great little silly reference.
What do you mean? They're the fast time sneakers.
Yeah, they are. They are. There's all these speakers that he well into his head, but that's fun.
Slow times at O&A High.
Now the online feed is back, so is Mars around?
He better be.
Well, let's bring Mars
Yeah.
in. We got a couple more to get through here.
What do you do for a living? Like, make a lot of money.
Bartender and waiter, and I also do.
Did you see the movie Cocktail?
Sanitation.
Sanitation.
Not
You get a
Watch
lot of-
it, and then wind up like the one, but not Tom Cruise.
Sanitation where?
it's like a small, actually like a rubbish removal service type thing.
Take care of Rich.
In Jersey.
Throw walks over his shoulder. Get it in rubbish?
Well, that was anti.
You almost said anticlimactic, but you knew you couldn't say that. He would have said anticlimactic.
You get a lot of pussy being a bartender?
Not anymore. I have a girlfriend.
You get a lot of pussy being a rubbish remover?
No.
You certainly
not
dress
that
for it.
You have a girlfriend?
Yeah, I do.
Tell Jeff what that's like.
Why you just get mean, Rich? Jesus. Poor guy's going through a heartbreaking time.
Who gives a fuck? He goes through girls like that. He'll get one tomorrow. He's a fucking celebrity.
That's a good one, Aunt Rich. My nephew gets girls like other people get colds. You get fucking mouth cancer.
Let's move on, Sam. Who do we got next? Who do we
Who's
got
next, Sam?
Next, he's no intern.
Oh.
He's the world famous Troy Kwan, everybody.
Troy Kwan. This is Club Soda Kenny's personal producer.
Wow.
Bob's
Hi,
big
Troy.
boy's haircut.
Yeah, I've never heard that one.
Thanks for wearing your shirt from 5th grade.
Yeah, no problem.
What is that exactly?
I don't know. It's just a shirt. Just felt like putting it on today and walking out the door. I don't know.
I love the Cameron Diaz comb in your hair look.
There you go.
I don't like making fun of his hair. It's
Why?
I don't know, he's a nice guy. So I apologize, President Reagan.
Well, like President Kennedy after the drug.
Exactly. Could you just go back and to the left? That's hilarious.
How long do you have to sleep to get your hair to look like that?
Just 8 hours. Just get up and go. Throw some gel in and not too concerned. Just make sure it's standing up.
Okay, with a hat, can you come back?
I see the pod tits are growing in nicely.
What is it? With the what?
Pot tits.
That is funny.
Oh, shit. Oh, God damn, that's funny.
Juan is not fucking pleased.
No.
Whatever.
That's
all
good. Anyway,
There you go.
That's it.
what do you have to
Very
say
good.
for yourself? Anything?
Excited to be in here with you guys, hanging out.
He's very
All right.
useful to the program.
Yes, he is. Let's,
Thank you, gentlemen.
Sam, who do we got left here?
I did forget to mention that the reason Troy never comes on air is because he said he's afraid he'll go in there and people will start making fun of him.
Oh, shit.
So I
That's
forgot.
great.
But
Who's Troy? Which one's Troy?
This was more of a tribute. This was more of a tribute.
Yeah, what?
Yeah.
Speed roasting. We're speed roasting.
Done with
today.
the love.
finally, here he is.
Last but not least, Sam.
Certainly not least.
Right.
Everybody's favorite engineer and push-up contest winner today, Marcelino.
Who did he have a contest with today?
He competes with the other engineers about who can do the most push-ups.
That's a bunch of bullshit.
Do you
No
really?
competition. We just do push-ups.
You look like a man who has outgrown his wig.
You look familiar. Did you try to light your dick on fire on a plane?
No, I did not.
No. What's your name?
Mars.
Mars?
Like the planet.
All right.
Like the planet.
Thanks for clearing that up.
We thought it was the candy bar.
And most time people will see the planets and they go, which one is that? That's the planet Mars, like the incompetent engineer.
So, what do you do for a living, Mars?
I'm an engineer.
Here?
Here, yes.
So who's working the boards right now?
Opie is.
Oh, is that
I
right?
am?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So what's
All right.
your role?
Well, I do the things that you can't see, like fix what's underneath the console, the wires, the connections, things like that.
Have you ever met a chick doing this job?
No, I haven't.
Maybe you should get into rubbish removal.
Yeah.
This is I'm not bailing
You look
anybody.
like Gilbert Gottfried's retarded nephew.
All right.
Am I wrong?
Mars is hard to really rip into.
No, he's
I
not.
know.
He's a martial artist, by the way.
Yes,
Yes, he is.
He's got a gut.
I'm no one to talk. What's your shirt say? Team Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Oh, you're...
Edson Carvalho.
Huh?
Edson Carvalho.
What's the T-shirt under your T-shirt say? What's wrong with you? Army. All man things. Jesus, we get it.
Who dressed you, FEMA? Why do you have 3 layers on? Are you homeless?
No, actually, I run here in the morning, so the bottom T-shirt, wicks the sweat away.
And you leave it on?
Why do you run here in the morning?
Because, You could get robbed out there.
Yeah, apparently.
I walk from the Port Authority here, and I don't have too much time.
You walk from home here?
Hey, not bad.
You would live at the
You're a
Port
good sport.
Authority.
You're a good sport.
Thank you.
You like working here?
I love it.
Oh yeah.
I love working with the O&A people.
What do you think would be the most exciting moment of your entire radio career?
What was or what will be?
What will be? How would you know that?
I don't know. I'm looking forward to certain things, but what was?
I'm saying, is there a defining moment in your experience here?
Electricity.
No. Well, I tell you one thing. I found a pickled punk when we first started working together.
What?
And that fucked me up a little bit.
Yeah.
What's he saying?
Who has that now?
You gave it back.
Yeah, I did.
Because
I
of
don't
me.
want to be fucking cursed.
I found a aborted fetus while they were on vacation. And I had no idea
I love
of the
how he
show.
explains things. Just let that sit there.
And
You found an aborted fetus?
How can you take the excitement out of that story? It's a miracle.
Don't you wish you found some shoe polish? Jesus.
It's my work shoes.
Your work shoes.
Oh my God.
No punchline after that.
No, that's always a great comedian tactic.
They
though.
just set up and just repeat
No,
it.
but then repeat it. Your work shoes.
Yeah, so you can think.
A lot of
That's why
times
people-
shit does come too.
Come when you repeat
Not in
it.
that case, it didn't. In that case, you just basically stated a fact after he stated
Oh,
it.
but the joke was shoe polish. I'm not going to do another one after it. It was not a bad joke if you would have saw the shoes. That's
I
why
did
you had
see
to
the
read it.
shoes. I'm looking right at the shoes.
Yes, you are.
Imagine him running here from Port Authority with his gravedigger boots on.
Let's get back to the shoe polish.
Wow, it's not easy roasting 5 of the exact same person. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 fucking radio intern losers.
Jesus.
It's like the cast of Intervention next season.
I know.
It's great. Well, you're all been good sports, and this is a good warm-up for my shows this weekend, so I thank you for that.
Yes, very good.
And with that, I think we're done. Jeff Ross at Caroline's tomorrow and Saturday, 212-757.
No, tonight, tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yes. Oh, yeah, you're different than Voss. I'm sorry. Starting tonight at Caroline's with Jeff Ross, 212-757-4100. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. at
Thank you for
Caroline's.
that.
Sorry
I
about
have
that.
one thing I want to plug. It's not till February 6th. But you can get tickets now. They're free tickets. It's called Comics Anonymous, and it's guys who are in recovery doing a show. Comedy Central is taping it. I'm hosting it. It's Voss, myself, Bobby Kelly, and Mike DiStefano. It's here in New York. Go to sillyaddicts.com. Tickets are free. You know, and it's like I kind of want to. It's Mike DiStefano's project, but
It's a great show.
yeah,
should
we
be a lot of
also
fun.
That's
you know
gonna be a good one,
want to
man.
do something sober oriented. So. Free tickets for a taping February the 6th here in New York City.
So it's especially if you're in recovery, we definitely want to see you. Sitting
shut up, Rich.
No, it's what it's about.
Yeah. Or Anthony as the example of what could happen.
Yes.
I am
Why
not
would you-
going to be at that show.
Look, what's fun? What's more fun than comedy without booze?
that roast we just did.
You did it went pretty well, actually. We got to know the interns.
Very well.
But Rich is, that's quick, Rich.
Rich is madly attracted to the one in the Spy versus Spy shirt.
Yeah, Rich, let's get into this a little bit.
What's
really
that?
is.
Listen, because you could.
You suck
he's
dick
so
for
easy.
coke. I mean, let's be honest.
I never
So-
sucked dick for coke.
No.
You
All right.
looked at his cock.
You looked at his cock.
No,
said,
you
"Yes,
were
cock."
no, first of all,
You were
hold on.
talking about him in a very feminine way.
Voss would suck dick for Pepsi.
Diet. Okay, that's the difference between us. You're looking at his tight pants. You can only. How could you not? You know, as a comic, you're very observant. And when you see the tight pants and that luscious cock bulging out,
Now when you put it like that.
if I was gay, I would definitely I would love to close a deal with him.
Yeah?
You do.
Oh yeah,
That's
because look at him. There's no fucking fat on him. He's got to be ripped.
Rich would
He
roll
can't manhandle
Rich
you.
would roll his pants down like fucking straw covers. and not only would Rich suck his dick, Rich would hold his ass cheeks with both hands so the lad couldn't back away. Even though Voss has awful fucking fence post dental teeth and is scraping the poor kid's fat cock. Because Voss is a dedicated but horrible cocksucker. He loves it, but he's just not good at it. Much like comedy and everything else in life.
What's it? What's the kid's name?
I don't know.
We don't know.
Can I ask him out?
Sean?
No, I just don't want to
Sam said
slip and
Sean.
say his name when I'm fucking Bonnie.
By the way, they're built exactly the same.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that hurts.
I know. She almost left me on Thanksgiving,
Why?
but I talked her into staying.
Very nice.
I did a couple sit-ups, and she said, okay.
Is there a real story there or no?
No.
He's making fun of me.
You never know with you two, though. Come on.
He's making fun of me.
Fucking A, that's good. Rich, you're going to be where again? Comedy shop?
Comedy Zone.
Comedy Zone.
In Harrisburg.
And that's Friday,
And Bonnie's on the
Saturday.
show, too. She won't work with me anymore.
Why the fuck won't you come in anymore?
In here?
Yeah.
It's so hard with the baby. We want to come in when we do the...
fucking baby already.
Yeah, bring it in.
14. No,
Bring the baby.
2.5.
That's a cute baby, too. It's a cute baby.
Yeah.
Bring the baby.
Bring the baby?
Yeah.
She was fun. We had her in here.
Done that before.
Mars
Well,
does-
we're going to bring her in when we do
Mars
the...
doesn't do anything around here. He can babysit.
Yeah, that's what we want. Is another fucking
contest with
Latino
the
watching our kid again.
Again?
On
What
this-
happened?
I know.
You should bring your baby in here. That would be fun.
We have had the baby
Yeah.
here.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But that was a while ago. Babies change.
Yeah, I know.
Now
She's
they're
getting to the age when we're fucking... You'll ask for her phone number.
Getting to.
She in turn shoes again on TV.
The lobby.
Those fucking...
Pure little Jimmy remark that was.
This was really fun today.
Yes.
Well,
And
thank you,
such a
Jack.
good time.
Absolutely. Let's get out of here and end it on a fun note.
I'm going to tinkhole.
Because
Yeah, I guess that's it. Let's get out of here. See you guys tomorrow for the Friday show.
Fruit salad.